Before I get started, 1 week ago today, we watched an election where for 2 years our country was divided. It happens every 4 years. Every election, we're divided. Now, I don't talk politics on this show. I will continue to not talk politics on this show. And you, the guest, or even in the comments, we will not discuss politics on this show. I just want to bring to light that no matter if you're happy, disappointed, afraid, excited, at the end of the night, we're all Americans. And I think some of us lost that. I guarantee you on this show, I will not judge anybody. This is a safe space for anyone that wants to talk football. Hell, if you want to talk about whatever you got going on in your life, everybody is welcome. It will be my honor to be your refuge, your distraction on Tuesdays and Thursday nights, 8 o'clock, Dallas, Texas time. From here on out, we will not talk about whatever politics. This is a sports show, and we're going to go back to our regular broadcast. You know what I'm saying? It's time to do the damn thing. And now, introducing the new Sneaky G-Man store on SD. All you got to do, go on to SD, type in Sneaky G-Man store, and you could get your very own Are You My Malacca shirt, Samsung cell phone case, or just a cap or a beanie. Let's go Giants. Ow. Hey guys, I appreciate you wanting to enjoy the show. First, I got to give a couple shout outs. First off, I want to give a shout out to dresscomfy.com. She has the latest and greatest for Sneaky G-Man merch. So please, check it out, dresscomfy.com. Also want to give a shout out to 3 a.m. Water Hydration for the go-getters. Natural spring water. Go get it. Now let's go do the damn thing. Before we do the damn thing, I got to give a shout out to George's Trophies, aka Sergeant M Replica Trophies. Guys, Father's Day coming up soon. This is the perfect gift. Matter of fact, this is the perfect gift for any occasion. I mean, who wouldn't want a replica Super Bowl trophy of their team? The team that got the ultimate prize, the Lombardi Trophy. So when you get a chance, go to his Facebook page, George's Trophies, aka Sergeant M's Replica Trophies. Now, we gonna do the damn thing.
You're listening to Make It Count, the Sneaky G podcast on Northeast Streaming Sports.
After W, you already know, it's the man in the flesh.
Let's go Giants! Ow!
Yes, sir, Giants on top, you already know.
Is this thing on?
It's your boy Stefan, a.k.a. Sneaky G.
Yeah. Lyrical assassin.
Let's go, Giants! Ow! What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Stefan, a.k.a. SneakyG. Wow. Woo-hoo. Oh, man. And the invite is on the way. Well, okay, yeah, here. It's on the way. It's on the way. Here we go. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I missed you guys. I honestly, straight up, wholeheartedly missed every single one of you. Apparently we got our Wi-Fi off of Temu, and it's been it was bad last week. Now Tuesday, I'll be honest, I didn't do anything because whatever happened, what's going on, and we were like, as every American, we were on the edge of our seat. Actually Tuesday was when it went down, came back on, and then off and on, and I was going to do the hotspot, but then the signal wasn't strong enough. But hey, we're here now. We are here now. Man, we got some stuff to talk about. Well, at least we can say one thing about the Giants and the week that I was off. They're consistently. Oh my God, we're bad. I mean, I wish there was a way around it. I wish I could sugarcoat it. I wish that and the problem is I'm trying to be positive, right? I'm trying to be optimistic, Yeah, it's bad. We're just finding ways to lose. I mean, that's just what it is. I do want to apologize to Tracy because I went off on him. I went off on him on my live, and he doesn't deserve that because it shouldn't have went to that play. It shouldn't have went to that fumble. It actually shouldn't have went to overtime, if you want my opinion. But should have, could have, would have. It is what it is. It happened how it happened. AZ Maddie YB said, Sneaky, serious question. When was the last time Buena hosted a home playoff game? Oh, snap. You going to the Colts days. Whoo. It's been a minute. If I'm not mistaken, it was a minute. I know we won our league. Buena High School, that's the high school I went to, just so I'll let y'all know. Go Fight, win, go Colts. It's been a minute. It's been a long, long minute. So I saw the press conference today of Coach Dable. The post game. I did not the post game on Sunday because I just didn't do it. I just couldn't see it. Well, hold on a sec. Boys ranked 4th, opening a home playoff game Friday. Well, hell, shout out to Buena Colts. Good. What was the record this year? Please put it in the chat, please. Hell yeah. That's what's up. Do the damn thing. Oh man, I hope y'all win state. Y'all, Service that deserves a championship. 8-2. God dang, Yeah, the best record the team we were on, we were 7-3. That was our best record my senior year. Anyway, I digress. Sorry. I'm gonna bring on Ant and Daryl. I'm gonna bring you on too in a sec, but I wanna I got
What's up, brother?
man.
It's I don't even want to say it's laughable anymore because you guys will defend Daniel Jones. I'll crap on him. Danny will crap on him. You and TP Way will, have his back. The problem is, more than anything, this is the one time I want to be wrong.
Right.
I don't want this team to lose. But for
Right.
the first time in my life, there's no reason to win any more games. We have to fight for that first spot because Daniel Jones ain't going to do it. As much as I like Drew Lock, if anybody expects him to come in and win, I don't see it. Our defense, now, Sneaky, you can attest to this. For how many years have I been saying on paper means nothing?
Absolutely nothing. You've been saying that a lot. Yes.
And the fact of the matter is, before this season started, the second, the ink on the paper wasn't even dry. When Brian Burns signed that contract with the Giants, everybody went into instantly. This is the best front four in football. Blah 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 blah. These guys couldn't stop a freaking. I don't even have anything to say. It's that bad. I'm so sick of it. My only saving grace right now is the Knicks and the Rangers. That's it. I mean, thank God for the Yankees. They made this season interesting. Unfortunately, they lost. They went against a better team. I can't deny the Dodgers. Hal Steinbrenner, you better pay Juan Soto. I don't care if it's $650 million. Pay him. But I mean, the Giants are just we are literally becoming the Cleveland Browns of the NFC East.
And you know what? You know what really? This is what bothers me the most, right? At a time where the Dallas Cowboys, right? Had we would have beaten them at home a couple weeks back, we would be one game above them, right? Because they're what three? They're 3 and whatever, right? And I mean, we're not. I mean, not. Trust me, I'm not bragging about anything. But did you? Well, let me. I'm sorry, I'm getting off a little track here.
Okay.
Did you watch Shane's press conference?
No.
Tanya, what's going on? What's going on, Tanya? Good to see you.
I read some stuff off of it. I'm gonna wait because I'm gonna see it myself. But let me know any insight you have on it.
I'll give you a summarize. Sully, I see you, man. What's going on? I'm just giving people love. Clinton, good to see you. Raider Aaron, what would it do?
What's up,
Billy,
Raider?
Mike, I see you. Mike, I do want to say, sorry I didn't. We couldn't meet up, man. It totally skipped my mind that was Mama Boss's and Sierra's birthday weekend. So really, really rough to get out. So anyway, I like Shane's Shane's press conference. Okay, I really do like the guy. I really do like the guy, and he said something to me that kind of stuck a little bit. He said, we need to finish games. That's our problem. And I'm like, we need to finish games. I was like, what are you talking about?
I mean, I've been getting so much feedback on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, on TikTok, and it's so freaking funny because I go at Daniel Jones. People are like, well, he's not the only problem. Listen, I never said he was the only problem. What people are failing to understand is he's the main problem. And I'm sorry, I don't understand how people can give Daniel Jones a pass year after year after year wide open play after play after play. And yet a rookie comes in, makes a rookie mistake that ends up costing the Giants the game, which I don't think cost the Giants the game per se. I mean, figuratively or visually and legitimately, yes, he did. But they give Daniel Jones a pass for 5.5 years now, and the kid makes a rookie mistake. As a rookie, they're screaming, "Get him out of here!" Are you kidding me? Is this how stupid our fan base is?
I mean, for them, for people to say get Tracy out of there, we don't need him. I just brushed that off. To be fair to Tracy, like I said a few minutes ago, you know, I blew up on him, right? Because, you know, even though the mistakes that the Giants made, we still had a chance. We still had a fighting chance. But it's been like that for every single game.
That last
Shane
drive. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Well, hold on. Let me finish this thought real quick, right?
No, go ahead.
So Shane in the conference that Shane was in, he stated that, you know, we're 1-5 when it comes to a touchdown or less, or 3 points or less type games. And the games that he's talking about is the Washington game, which we lost 18-21. The Dallas game, 15-20. What was it? The Commanders game, 22-27. And of course, this Carolina game, 17-20. Now, the game that we won within a touchdown was Cleveland. So if you were to flip, I mean, if you were to flip those over, okay. We would be what, 6-3 maybe, or 6-4, 6, yeah, 6-3. Hold on a sec. Yeah, 6-3, something like that, give or take, right? And he said we need to finish games, right? That was his thing. We need to finish games. Guys, I see in the backstage, don't go anywhere. I got you. Okay.
You know we've heard this before, right?
What I did was I took a look at the 2020 season. I'm sorry, the 2022 season. You know, the playoff game that I keep talking about, the playoff season that I want to relive that moment, you know, constantly now.
I don't.
Well, I do, because, you know, it was fun to have those type of games. It was fun to be in that type of season.
It was, but
it was fun to start off. Well, I mean, but still, at the moment, it was fun to be undefeated for the first 2 weeks. It was fun to just watching the Giants game, knowing we were going to win, you know what I'm saying? Like, I missed that. Mm-hmm. And in that season, we were, so touchdown or less, we were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1. I mean, we could even say 6-1. I mean, we want to include the playoff game. But we were 5-1 when it came to games touchdown or less. So we went 9-6. I'm sorry, where we go? We went 9-7-1, right? We went 9-7-1. Those 5 games, because actually we lost. We did lose to Minnesota by a field goal. But those 5 games that we won touchdown or less, if you were to take those away from that 9-winning season, it would have been. I don't even think that we would be talking about them right now. I think we'd be talking about a whole new regime right now. But the fact that they gave us a glimmer of hope for their first season, I think, I think is what Shane's. I know I'm kind of going everywhere, but Shane's main objective or issue that he sees is that we are not finishing games. And for example, the red zone is what's hurting us. And how do we improve that? Well, I'm going to tell you. I'm not a coach, not a GM. My 2 cents, we need to stop doing these rinky-dink plays. Stop doing flea flickers. Stop doing halfback pass. Just straight down, ball in hand, run it up the gut, or do some fades to the back corner pylons. Let's not waste a down of football. Okay. And these RPOs are killing us. We do them, 2nd and 5 or third and 5, but then the linemen get out of that little two-yard box because I don't know if it's a running back behind them or if he's passing it. Those RPOs are killing us right now, penalty-wise. Just my 2 cents. That's how I think we can finish or be better in the red zone. Just my 2 cents. Oh, go ahead, Ann.
All right. So I'm gonna do what you did, piggyback off of that a little bit. So in looking at what's going on as far as play calling, I was with you guys a few weeks back when we're sitting going, what the hell is Dayball doing? What the hell is Dayball doing? After what I saw this week, I'm going, it's not totally his fault. I'm looking at it in this perspective. We all know that Daniel Jones can't barely throw the ball and hit anybody any more than 15 yards down the field. And when he does, it's a miracle, which is why we don't do it, which is why there's always we do 10-yard outs, 15-yard outs, a couple slants here and there, because the kid is not accurate. That's number one. Number two, I'm still hanging on to John Mara has something to do with this. I think Dayball wanted Daniel Jones out 2 weeks ago. I think he's being PC about everything. I think that he's, for lack of a better phrase, he's trying to keep his job, which rightfully so. He's done nothing wrong. He's doing the best he can. And as far as, and I'm not saying you're wrong, but in my opinion, as far as the gadget plays, I think the reason he does them is to try and get some morale built in this team. You can literally see the team slump when Daniel Jones throws a pick, especially in the red zone. You can see it because it's almost like for instance, Daniel Jones had Malik Neighbors wide open for a first down. He overthrew him by 10, 15 feet. Could have easily, there was nobody within 4 yards of him, easily just tossed him the ball, caught it, first down. Now, not saying Neighbors would have caught it because we've known he's got some rock hands on him sometimes. But in that instant, I don't know what Jones is doing. And as far as the last drive, the minute they got the ball back, I was convinced they weren't going to go for that win. I knew they weren't going to go for that win. They were more concerned with
TP, I'm going to put out the link for you.
They were more concerned with tying the game. Now we're going to sit here and say they're going to, they play to win the game. The Giants don't do that. We play to not lose the game, which ends up costing us the game. It's almost like Kevin Gilbride when we're up, 12, 14 points and, it's late in the third quarter and he's playing prevent defense, which during those years never worked. That was Kevin
Gilbride was the off.
Yeah,
it wasn't Gilbride.
Yeah, he was playing safe. I'm sorry. He was playing safe, which never worked because he even played safe if the opposite team was catching up. He still played it safe. I understand the thought process, but again, how many games do you have to go till you say, okay, this ain't working? Well, I think that the same goes for the whole Daniel Jones situation. We're in year 6. Literally nothing has changed. And the one consistent with Daniel Jones is that every year he has 1, 2, maybe 3 good games and the rest of the year is crap. And I'm still that 2022 team, it's going to blow my mind because it's one of the things that I have no opinion on or no reasoning behind what happened from 2022 to 2023, because I'll say it till I'm blue in the face, pun intended, that
Right.
with the subtraction of what's his name? The dude that went to the 49ers.
What do you mean?
lineman.
Oh, the running back?
No, the lineman. Our offensive lineman.
Oh,
John Feliciano.
Josh, yeah.
Yeah. With the exception of him leaving, we had the exact same team we put on the field the year prior. So you mean to tell me that one player made the difference? I find that hard to believe.
So I do want to jump. I want to say what Tanya. So Tanya says, Sneaky, running up the middle with Singletary. I wanted to scream, use other players. Singletary is not Kevin Durant. Use Tracy and your other weapons. You have the miss on third and 1, and taking the sack. Yeah, that was painful. Yeah, you're right. That was painful. The issue, like Ant and I said, DJ lacks game sense. I see down the field and adjust if need. Throwing to Wandale under triple coverage when you have 2 or 3 people open makes us want to drink. Now, Tanya, okay, when I made the comment of running straight up the middle, I meant it as just play football. Just play down. You know what I'm saying? No gimmicks. I'm okay with sweeps. I'm okay with, slants off the, or we call it a slant, run off the tackle or that tackle guard gap. I that's what I'm talking about. No gimmick plays. That's what I'm talking about. Now, Ant, I want to say something. I don't know what Instagram has. I mean, I can look real quick. But when I found out that we have, and TP, I'm going to bring you up on here. When I found out that we have, at the moment, if the season were to end, the number 1 overall pick.
Actually, it's the number 2 from what I understand.
Well, I did it as of Sunday. It might have changed,
okay,
but I did it as of Sunday, right after we lost to Carolina.
Yeah, I think something happened with the Sunday night game that changed it, or the Monday night game.
Yeah. So, like I said, at that moment when I made that post, we had the number 1 pick, and I posed the question, and again, this is the part of the season. Put this on screen record, post it. I don't care. This is the part that I hate being a Giants fan. This right now, the part of the season, because now, you and I, we have a disagreement on this. Mm-hmm. Other Giant fans has a disagreement on this about either we should tank or, we should try to win. Right. And someone made a good comment. They said, just keep DJ out there. We'll still have the number 1 pick. Right.
That's a great idea. But the problem with that is we can't let him get hurt.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Well, no. So the point I'm trying to make, I'm looking at the tally right now. Okay. Mm-hmm. And it is, what do we do? Keep winning or keep the number 1 pick? That's what the question was. The poll that I did on TikTok right now, 80% keep the pick, 20% keep winning. Now I did the same type of poll on Instagram. Obviously, I mean, I might be able to pull it up on. Let me see if I can pull it up here. And I do remember some of the comments. Some of the comments were, we don't. You play to win the game. You play to win the game, and you do. That's what you do. But again, I understand now. Now, I want to look at it on the outside looking in. Okay, I want to before you say anything. I want to just throw this out there so people can understand, like, the business side of it, right? Let's just say we throw up our arms. We're done. Jones, you're benched. Tommy, take us home. You got the rest of the season. Luck, you're new to the system. You're going to be the backup. I know you're making more money than Tommy. Just keep cashing those checks. And we lose out. We'll say we get the number 1 pick, right? No matter where we're sitting at right now. Okay. Now, for me, I can understand that would be that'd be a benefit, right? And I know Tanya, here we go. Tanya said, no, I would never advocate for tanking. That's stupid. Appreciate you. So you and I, we think alike on this, right? Now, this is all hypothetical. Right?
I'm not advocating. That's what people don't understand.
No.
I'm
not saying that's what you're doing. I just want to say my piece, and this is all hypothetical, right?
Mhm.
Let's say we do get the number 1 pick, right? There's one thing that I give Shane credit for is his ability to draft. Okay, I know we had a big conversation about this a couple weeks back. I don't know if you were on the show or not, but I say that now. I truly believe that if Shane had the number 1 pick, that he would, I'm assuming, right, that he would draft down, that we would still be in the top 10. We would still be in the top 10. However, he would set us up for more picks in this year's draft, next year's draft, and possibly year 3. Maybe like a third and a I don't know how I mean, I'm thinking of draft day, but I know in real life that's not how it is, right? So on a business side, if we get the number 1 pick, I don't see us using that pick. Again, I could be wrong, right? I could be wrong. But I see us getting equity in that draft pick. That's what I could see. Because last year we only had 6 picks last year's draft. That's it.
But the other thing too is, consider this. We were willing to give up a lot, but Washington was having none of it. We wanted Jaden Daniels.
Yeah.
I don't even care about the Drake May stuff. We wanted Jaden Daniels. And who messed that up? The New York Football Giants messed that up. Because had we have not won meaningless games, we would have been picking higher than Washington. This is where I'm coming at. Again, I don't advocate for tanking. I don't. It's one of those things where you're caught in the middle. I don't want to lose, but at the same time, if we continue to win games, which basically now are meaningless, it's only going to hurt us in our draft capital.
So Tanya says this was on the Giants today. Third-year head coach had defended the 2019 first-round quarterback as Giants under question starter. Look, any decision that Dable, and I think I know what you're talking about, Tanya. General manager said Giants held an unorthodox practice on Tuesday. Team didn't have a quarterback take first team reps. Yeah, I heard him say that too. TP.
Yo.
What's up, TP?
What's up, fellas?
First off, thanks for coming on, man. I know it's been a minute. On my live on Sunday, bro. Even last week, I kept yelling, "Come on, Jones, make me a believer.
Yo,
help me help you. Help. Now I need you to help me help Jones." I purposely didn't watch your your YouTube thing because I like the organicness of this conversation right here.
Right.
I need to pause for 1 second. I'm sorry. Tim, I'm gonna get your coin out. Probably it'll be this week, probably tomorrow. We didn't get to it today, but I got you, brother. I got you. What do you see differently? I'll pose it that way. What are you seeing that Ant is not seeing?
I just think that there's true narratives and then there are made up narratives mixed in when it comes to Daniel Jones. So I think these things are true. I think it's true that Daniel Jones, he has a problem with letting the trigger go. That's not his strong suit. I think Daniel Jones, he has these mental meltdowns. I think that is true. I think that Daniel Jones isn't the best thing smoking as a quarterback. I think that is true. I think that we can get better. Hope if we have a chance to get Cam or Shador, I think we need to do that. I also think that Daniel Jones deserves criticism. I believe those things are all true. But on the other side to it is, and I know people don't like to hear these things because it just seems like a lot of Giants fans now, they only want to hear when you say anything about Daniel Jones, you only want to hear bad and negativity. Anything outside of that, people just like, nah, I ain't trying to hear it. I think when it comes to Daniel Jones, people often make the claim that Daniel Jones needs everything to be perfect around him. But I think it's the other way around. I think this team needs to have everything perfect around them. And when I say that is, let's say Daniel Jones, right? The Panther game. First half looked bad. First half definitely looked bad. He did not look good. He left some plays out there on the field. Bad. But the second half, he played well enough for them to win the game. The second half, they were in a position to win the game. The second half, they were getting themselves in the red zone. And Daniel Jones makes a pass to Tyrone Tracy, which I did cover on my highlight review on my page. He makes a pass to Tyrone Tracy and hits him dead in the hands. And how many times have we had these conversations? Hits him dead in the hands. And people love to say, oh, well, it was the wrong throw, or it was the ball placement, or it was this. No, catch the ball, point blank, period.
Now,
Catch the ball.
I'll say this: that ball was not that far behind him.
It was a catchable ball, man. I watched it 100 times.
it was like right here.
I watched it. My 6-year-old
Yeah.
was catching that, man.
I mean,
I'm not
And
buying
Tracy
it.
even knows
Not
that.
buying it.
Tracy even reacted in a way that he knew he dropped the ball. Like he
He knew he dropped the ball. Tracy, I think Tracy's issue with that was maybe it was. I'm not a mind reader. Maybe you're right. My opinion on it was Tracy acted the way he did because he let the defender snatch that. He should have, if anything, if he knew that ball was behind him, which it was, and let's look at it from this perspective. Had Daniel Jones had placed that ball where it was supposed to be placed, as the announcers were talking about, on the outside, at the very worst, that ball would have got knocked out of bounds.
But see, that's my issue right there, and I'm glad you said that. People listen to announcers and forget they have a brain of their own. I don't care what they say.
I thought that before they said it.
Well, okay, so yeah, because this is what happens with Daniel Jones. So let me ask you this: you think because a ball is put behind a receiver, they shouldn't catch it?
Not if a defender's on him the way that defender was.
I don't see it that way.
You got to pass it, catch it behind him. Number one, it's one thing. You're running full speed, right? You got to turn around and contort your body to catch a ball with a defender right there with you. And when the defender basically catches it in the breadbasket, you tell me who had the better angle on that ball, because it wasn't Tracy.
If Tracy catches that, there's no way that the defender is catching that ball.
But I'm saying, you listen, what you're saying, I'm not arguing that you're wrong or right. What I'm arguing is the way that the ball was thrown, the way that I understand. Everybody says the ball hits him in the hands, but let me explain something to you. So you're telling me if I'm running full speed and Daniel Jones throws it behind me and all I can do is throw one hand back, I should have caught that?
No,
that's
not what happened.
I'm trying to find it right now.
If you're running full speed to a spot where the ball's supposed to be, as opposed to behind you, don't you think that catch would have been a lot easier whether it hit him in the hands or not?
Yes, but that goes to my first point.
Let's be honest as Giants fans here. This team has dropped a lot of balls this year.
Yep.
We don't even know he would have caught that.
And see, but this is that's my thing. Okay, if it's behind you, and if it's one of those throws where it's like, yes, you have to do a complete, body altering thing, and you can only get one hand on the ball, that is completely different. And only reason why I can speak to this is because playing receiver and having those reps at receiver, I know and understand exactly, how that is. And so the thing is, that is different from getting two palms on the hand. And I see good teams execute that all the time. All the time. And you know why nothing is said about it? It's because these receivers catch the ball. And that's my whole argument. Why does everything have to be perfect for these receivers to make a play? There's a such
Because
thing
with
as
Daniel Jones,
receivers
it's not
helping their
like that.
quarterback out too.
But okay, all right. And you know what? I'll erase my mind and I'll say, you know what? You're right. I believe you. But when does that get put on Daniel Jones? Because he consistently does that. He consistently overthrows. He throws behind. He throws behind. Like, what do we? I don't. When do we stop giving him these passes?
Well, no. That's why I said in the beginning, he definitely deserves criticism. Don't get me wrong. You can't play the first half that he has played and say that he doesn't deserve any criticism. But my point is, you could give me $1 million, but if I don't know how to invest and spend it, then I'm gonna waste it. So y'all can bring in a draft pick, bring in it. But if you don't learn a winning culture, if you don't know how to win football games, it won't even matter.
He
That
wasn't
is
a
my
winner
whole
at
point.
Duke. He wasn't a winner at Duke. He
No,
wasn't
but
even
no,
in the
but
top
the point I'm
13 of
trying
the
to make is,
quarterbacks that were in that draft.
all right, so let's go to the Washington game right before. He played good. He played good. So what's the excuse then?
Then there's that. Listen, I'm gonna say, like I said earlier, I don't know if you were here or not. I don't put all the blame on Daniel Jones. I do not put 100% of the blame on Daniel Jones. But if I'm looking at it as a 50-50 type of thing, it's 51% Daniel Jones and then the rest on the defense and offensive other players. He is the biggest reason that the
I
things
don't
aren't
see
going
that
well.
at all.
He
If we
lacks.
could talk, if we're
He
saying offensively, I could give you the 50%. If we're talking about as a team, there's no way it's 50% Daniel Jones.
So I was trying to go back and I'm trying to find that play where he dropped the ball and he didn't, follow through with the catch. And all arguments say it did hit his hands. It did hit his hands, right? And the play happened. They came back, they corrected the error, and he I don't know what he was thinking. He muffed it again in overtime. In a situation where look, we can all admit he did not lose us the game. I mean, there's many plays on the field that cost us the game, okay? But it's the fact that we had so many errors, like I said earlier, we're able to come back from those errors and still able to compete to win, and then we had that fumble. So Tanya says, so what do we blame the two interceptions on? Which
talking about.
so let's talk about the two interceptions. I'm gonna stop right there, Tanya. I'm gonna so the two interceptions. So the first pick that I saw was DJ rolling to his right. Dude is like 6'4", standing in front of him. Okay, tips the ball and then picks it off. Now maybe DJ thought he could throw it over him. I mean,
No, I give the quarterback a pass on those all the time.
But see, okay, for me, okay, it's an athletic play. Okay, I'll give it to him. It was an athletic play. However, being a former quarterback, I've done that. Multiple times. Okay, where I thought I can like get it over the guy, and sometimes I do. Sometimes I do. But the times that I don't, it's costly. Okay, and you always do like a fake pump or something. Okay. To me, that was more of an ill-advised. I wouldn't have. I'm not an NFL quarterback. I wouldn't have thrown that ball. Okay. I don't know what I would have done in that situation. Now, the situation with Tyrod, when you're throwing it, Tyrone, when you're throwing it to your left, and it's kind of like a square, like an outplay. And I mean, yeah, you always want to put it out more in front because you want to put the ball away from the defender, right? You always want to do that for that same reason. I'll give you that. Okay. But there is a rule of thumb. TP, what position you play when you play football?
Wide receiver and tight end.
Okay, so what's the number one rule on a wide receiver? What is the number one rule? If it hits your hand, what?
You got to bring it in. You got to catch it.
So, I mean, that and no, and Tanya, hold on, let me put Tanya right. No, Tanya, we're not. I'm not putting the loss on Tracy. I think it's horrible that it came up to him. It came to him for the fumble. But there were two plays that the team trusts Tracy to do, and they those two plays. I think Tracy had a good game too.
He had over
Then he had
100
over
yards.
100 yards.
You know
Say
what,
what?
too? I think we're focusing too much on that Tracy play where the ball hit his hands, because in my opinion, nobody's right or wrong in it, because everybody's going to disagree. Because I too played tight end, so I kind of know too. I also played defensive end, so I kind of know that aspect of it too. But I'm not. Again, I don't think that play had anything to do with the overall effect of the game. I really don't.
Well, I think the only problem in TP, I don't know if you want to. I don't know if you want to back me up on this. It's the result of the play. Okay. Not so much the fumble, because the result of the play, Panthers won the game, right? Kick the field goal, whatever. But the result of that interception is going to be a reflection on Jones, because it's another pick. And
that's why
when a quarterback commits a turnover, either it's a tip, pass, or whatever. Trust me, Evan Ingram. Let's throw that out there. It's still a negative stat on Jones. And of course, anything negative on Jones is just gonna rehash everything. It's just gonna reignite this debate that we need to bench Jones. But TP, before I bring people on, I want to ask you one question. And I don't know if you answered it on my TikTok or not. And I'm gonna state it for everybody. As of when I made the post on TikTok, I said we now have the number one pick. What do? Do we try to keep winning, or do we keep the number one pick? What say you?
I think you try to win. I can't even say keep winning, because we may not have no choice but to tank at this rate. But the reason why I say try to win is because the things that people don't talk about is when you're tanking is you have to think losing is creating a losing mindset in the locker room, and that's going to transfer over into the off season. And if it transfers over to the off season, it will also transfer over to next season. And you have to think we have a very young team. This young team has to know what it is like to win games. Our Joe Shane kind of talked about it, and I kind of agree. One of the biggest problems on this team is that we do not know how to win.
Yeah,
So we have to
and we're
figure that
young,
out.
and we're young.
We are young. So we have to figure that out. I understand both sides. I understand that, if you're not top three, you may not get the quarterback that can be the future for this team. Because I do like Cam Ward, but I'm a bigger fan of Shador Sanders. And I see why people would want to make sure they're in a position to get that. But it's just you have to understand, man. Everything, like it's easy for you to say just tank, but it's just not. It doesn't translate that well, man. It's just not that easy. There's a lot more to it.
I
So
agree with you. I agree with you. Again,
yeah,
I don't want to. It's one of those spots, and it's one of those time of years where we know we're not winning out. We know that.
yeah,
So we definitely know that there's not a chance that we make the playoffs. We know that. But at the same time, you're being pulled both ways, because it's like, okay, we know that, but right now we're holding on to the first spot.
yep,
So it's like what do we do? And I totally agree with the morale of the team. I totally get it. I want to say but there is no but. That's just the facts of where we're at right now. As far as the this team doesn't know what it's like to win. Let's go back to 2022, where we were sold the bag of magic beans. We went to the playoffs. We won a playoff game. And then the next year, minus one starter, we became ass again like that.
Mm.
I can't. I wish I could make an excuse for that, but the excuse should be that 2023, we didn't necessarily have to make the playoffs again, but be better than we were. I mean, that was just, like I said, we went from playoff team to like straight ass. And that's where I have a problem with it. And it's just like, and as far as like, I agree, Daniel Jones had a better second half than he did a first half. What I also noticed was they did the same thing with him in 2022 as what they did with him in the second half. Did you notice that the long passes weren't there anymore? They literally, and this is my biggest issue with Daniel Jones, and I can't hate the kid. I love the kid. I wanted him to do great things for this organization, for this team. But he lacks the one thing, has lacked it from day one, lacks it today. He does not have, I won't even say elite, I'll say legitimate quarterback instinct. And by year number 6, some of that should have been fixed, and it's not. That's where I have the biggest problem with Daniel Jones.
See, I understand that completely.
All right, hold on, TP. Hey, Danny.
What's up, boys?
What's
come
going
on
on,
in here,
fam?
Danny. Come on in here.
Hey. So now let me add now. Okay. The reason why I brought you on, right, is because me and TP think one way, you and Ant think another way.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
What do you see on the football field that I'm not seeing? Because I know when I asked, I said TP, I said, what are you seeing that Ant's not seeing? What are you seeing on the field that I'm not seeing?
Dude, he's seeing ghosts out there, bro. He's seeing ghosts, bro. It's just not. It's just not like Ant was saying. It's like he doesn't have instinct anymore. He doesn't have it. He really doesn't. The football instinct, he doesn't have it. I'm sorry. And it's just like he should have. And we keep saying this. He keeps making rookie mistakes. He keeps making them. He keeps making them. He keeps making them. He keeps making them. It's year 6 already. Come on. Hello. You know what I'm
Now
saying?
let me ask you this.
We're just tired of it. We're just tired of it. Sick of it.
Let me ask you this as well. Okay, now I posed a question. I know you don't have TikTok, but I did have it on Instagram. Okay.
Yeah.
So we are at the time. I don't know if it's changed now. I think Ant said right number 2 right now, but at the time we had the number 1 pick. Do we keep trying to win, or do we keep the number 1 pick? Are we losing you?
You hear me here now? You hear me now?
Okay, yeah, we got you now. We got you.
All right. Okay. So like what TP was saying, like if we lose, it's gonna carry over because we're such a young team. It's gonna carry into the locker room. I get that, but we have to. Man, it's so hard, man. I don't know how to. To be honest with you, I don't know how to answer that, bro. To be honest with you, I don't know how to answer that.
I'll say this where every
Yeah, man,
Giants fan, where I think every Giants fan might agree. I don't mind winning a couple games as long as we can stay in the top 3.
I could work with that.
I think Sanders, I think Ward, and I think even Milrose. Now, Milrose doesn't get the praise as Sanders or Ward because I don't think he's a guy that can come in and start right away. But I do think he's got a great head on him, and I think he probably has the highest ceiling of the 3. That's just
and I think there's someone who comes before him.
Who?
Travis Hunter.
Yeah, he's going to be in the top. He's going to be a receiver that's going to be sought out.
Well, I look at him as a corner. We know we need a CB1. Right. And, I think you could also get your quarterback in free agency or trading or.
You know what? I don't want to go that route. I don't want to.
I don't either. Right. I get it.
I'm looking at Instagram right now. Okay.
Yeah.
and I put play to win, yes, no, and then the third thing I put was keep number one pick, aka tank. So I think the way I'm reading this, I can add the votes for no and tanking together. Okay, because I mean they mean relatively the same thing.
Yeah.
So
sure.
I got yes at 42%, no at 11%, and tank 47%. So in reality, we're looking at 58% for
tanking.
the tanking.
Yeah.
However, I mean I'm looking at the comments and I see the comments. I'm always on play to win mode or play to win side. As a competitor, you always play to win, but strategy should also come into play. I don't have my glasses, so it's kind of hard for me to read this whole thing. Going to play when it's a long-term decision. And that's kind of what we're really doing. And then I got Rob D saying, can we really justify tanking? No, I don't think I can look grown men in the face and be like, for the next 7 weeks, all you guys gonna do is collect a check. That's all you're gonna do. You're just gonna collect the check. I don't want to see no effort. Don't get hurt. No, I honestly, I can't. I think that's when coaches loses the team, because I'm gonna talk about Peterson. I'm gonna talk about Peterson.
Oh, Doug.
His last game as an Eagles coach, he lost it on purpose. And I will never forget seeing Hurts. Now, granted, if he would have won that game, we would have got the division, blah blah blah, whatever the case may be. But I did have a saying then: you can't lose when it's convenient to you, because he lost the team and he ended up getting fired. And that was just 2-3 years removed from the Super Bowl. Now, I'm not saying he lost it for a draft pick, but I'm just saying, once you create that environment, you can't turn it around. Be like, all right, guys, look, I know what I said last year. Last 7 games, you're getting a check. Now I need y'all to earn your money. I think that's a slippery slope that I don't believe. I don't believe in. I just don't believe in.
And for those who want Joe Shane and Dable fired, that's not gonna happen. Sorry, guys.
To me, that's bogus.
Sorry,
That's the
guys.
worst thing we could do right now.
Sorry, guys, that ain't happening.
Now,
So-
even though I do think that Coach Dable deserves some criticism, because I think he is a huge part on why this team is the way they are, I don't think that firing them is the answer. I think I don't know, man. I think it's a lot of these young fans who kind of grown up in that, who think that, oh, they don't do right, such and such, get rid of them. Like, that is just
That
the
ain't.
easy way
It's
out.
not the. It's not the answer.
It's not
Yeah,
the
like
answer.
the Jaguars.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
nobody has patience anymore.
now,
Okay,
but
so I want to just throw this out there, because I was thinking about executives, right? I was thinking about, like, because I too, of course, I see the people calling for Shane to be fired, Dable, clean house. I'm like, damn, they just got there 3 years ago. So I looked at the executive list, right? You had Ray Walsh, who was there from 1947 to 73, right? That's when you would build teams. That's when it was a job. Okay. That's over. I mean, I may not be a match. That's over 30 years as a
Well,
GM.
the mentality now is win. Just win now, win now, win now. That's why you don't see teams start at the beginning, do a legitimate full rebuild. You don't see that. What you see today is, let's fit this piece here, see how it works. Let's fit this piece here, see how it works. If this piece works here, then maybe we can just put another piece over here. Everybody's, and don't get me wrong, I understand it. Everybody's in a win now mentality. Nobody's looking long term. Nobody's looking at, and this is why I think the Chiefs minus their new teammate, the refs. This is why the Chiefs
Tell
are
me how
so
you
good.
really feel, Ant. Don't
No,
hold back. Tell me how you really feel.
but this is why the Chiefs have been good because they built around because they have an old school coach like Andy Reid, one of the best in the game,
For sure.
who believes in that old school way. And us, I would say all of us here kind of have that same mentality. Let's build so that we have a run. I don't want to build to win us. Like, don't get me wrong. I'd love to win the Super Bowl this year, next year, whatever. But I want to
Yeah.
win multiple Super Bowls. I want to do what the Giants did with their two wins. They won their first one. Within 5 years, they won their second one. Their third one, within 5 years, they won their fourth. Like, that's the kind of stuff I want to see where you're legitimate every year. Let's just start with that. That we're legitimate every year. That for 4 years in a row, we can have a winning record, a playoff run, and just keep building from there. And I know that's hard because
Yeah.
it's all about the money.
Yeah,
So
and
Tanya,
Mm-hmm.
okay. Well, I just want to read Tanya's comment real quick. I just cannot call myself a true fan, and he
Be
be
like, hey.
hey, go ahead and tank. Right, because it isn't worth watching anymore. If I'm DJ, I would want to play my heart out, knowing we can opt out of this season. Yeah, that's true. Go ahead, TP. I just had to read Tanya's comment real quick.
I disagree
And I'm
with
gonna after
the
this, I'm gonna
narrative.
bring in Daryl, Jalen, Sully. Oh, and Giants Way. I gotta bring in those guys, and then I'll bring in everybody else.
I
But go ahead,
disagree
TP.
with the narrative that people are throwing around saying that Coach Dable needs to. We should keep Coach Dable because we want to see him with his quarterback. I don't agree with that. I think we should keep him, but I just don't agree with that reasoning. I think a head coach is a head coach no matter what. I think a head coach should never be in a 2-8 position, no matter who you have at quarterback. I think if you're a good head coach, you're going to be a good head coach. And there's good
Right, but the
head
players got
coaches
to
out.
execute though. I mean, if you're not,
Exactly.
and the proof, but the proof in the pudding, we all can agree. Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes. You know, if you got those if you got those players that can execute, then you got teams that are successful.
But it's the head
I
coach's
think
job to coach them up. They got to be
right,
coached up.
right. No. That's the point I'm trying to make. But a coach can only inspire a player so much. A coach could only put you in the right situations to be successful so much. The player has to execute, and it takes a certain type of player to execute. I mean, again, the proof is Tom Brady. Once Brady left the Patriots turned back into the Patriots of the 90s, of the 80s.
You take guys like Brady, Mahomes, Matthew Stafford, Peyton, Eli.
Stafford is a good example too.
These are guys that can run the team without a legitimate coach. These guys can coach from the pocket. Let's be honest here. These guys are so honed in on it that they can
those
do
are
stuff like
guys. But those are guys who gained the knowledge and been around that winning culture to where they can take it somewhere. So they're an extension of a coach.
Yeah, but then you got to bring Josh Allen into that. Josh Allen is a product of Brian Daboll. What's the deal with Daniel Jones?
I don't.
They literally
Can
have
we
to
wrap
dumb
that
up the
around?
game for him to be any good.
Say it again.
They literally have to dumb up the game for Daniel Jones to be any good. They got to.
Then you got to do what you got to do
short.
what you got to do to win. I mean, as a head coach, and this is the thing I think people don't realize is that's why a head coach receives so much credit when you win. Is because it's a hard job, but it's your job to make sure that your team is disciplined. It's your job that the development in these players are rising year in and year out. And if that's not happening, you're going to continue to lose.
But that's why you have to have. So we all know quarterback is the main guy on a team, specifically the offense. He
Yes.
runs it. He does what he has to do. He's the man on offense. So when people say Daboll should have his quarterback, I agree. I think Daboll came into this with Daniel Jones not understanding, not knowing that whoever was going to push the narrative to re-sign Daniel Jones after one good year, especially to that contract that we're all eating shit for. I don't think he expected that. The problem is that it wasn't his guy. He needs a guy that he can start with and mold the first 2-3 years. So by year 3, by year 4, we got a legitimate. Again,
But why do you need that? Why do you need that to win more than 2 games?
Well,
Jones
hold on
is not
though.
even good.
Not only, every year the trend is you're supposed to be getting better, but every year you're putting pieces in place to help that quarterback get better. And I think the dysfunction with Jones was that we didn't put an offensive line around him. And then he only had a running game of Saquon, and he didn't have a number one wide receiver. So he had to make do with what he had. I know it sounds like I'm defending Jones, but I'm just being honest. Like, at some point, right? At some point, like when we had Eli, for example, right? When we had Eli in 2004, we were developing that offensive line to 2007, the Sean O'Hara's, the Sneeds, that line was getting built. And we had a number one wide receiver, Plexico, for Eli to throw to. And we had a running game for Eli, Jacobs, and there was, and then of course the defense. The team was built around Eli for where he had no excuse but to be successful, but to be the man during the playoffs. And case in point, the moment those pieces started to follow to get away from him, like the running game, like the offensive line, we saw Eli vulnerable on the football field.
See, and my thing is, we've seen coaches like a Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll got Geno Smith, and I remember when everybody thought like, all right, they're in a complete rebuild. It is going to be ugly for them, and they start shaking things up, and they start making things happen, and everybody's like, whoa, who is this?
They had the Seattle, same thing. They got an offensive line. They had a running game. They had Lockett as a wide receiver.
They had chemistry, which is the biggest thing, which the Giants don't.
And if I'm not mistaken, Geno was the backup to Russell for a couple of years before he became the full-time starter, right?
Yeah, and did you see Pete Carroll saying that he couldn't do what he needed to do because of his quarterback? Nah, he made it happen. Mike Tomlin, he's another one. He hasn't always had his guy.
The Legion of Boom too.
Not with Geno Smith.
True.
No, not with Geno Smith. No.
Wait, hold up. Hey,
all these quarterbacks.
I gotta touch on something you just said. What do you mean Tomlin said he never had his guy? Or what do you mean Tomlin never had his guy? Because that just confused me.
I said Mike Tomlin hasn't always had his guy, but he's always been a winning football coach.
You mean like a quarterback?
Right.
He had Roethlisberger for a minute. Yeah. I see.
Okay, but even after that,
he inherited Roethlisberger. That's you saying. So real quick, before we get
all these quarterbacks that y'all talking about are way better decision makers than Daniel Jones. Let's get that out the way. Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
All the quarterbacks that y'all are talking about are better decision makers than Daniel Jones.
Yep.
As Giants fans, we are not going out there to lose games. Let's make that clear. Okay.
Daryl, hold on. You're getting ahead of where I was about to go. So that's what I want to ask. So Jalen, Daryl, Sully, GW, thanks for coming on again. Miss you guys. Well, Daryl, since you opened up Pandora's box here, should we tank or keep winning?
Okay, now back to what I was going to say before you stopped me, Sneaky. We're not going out there to lose. No, for real. We're not going out there to lose. We're not going out there to tank. But we're not going to win when we don't have a good decision maker at quarterback. We're not going to do it.
Fair enough, Daryl.
I mean, that just come on. Let's make common sense out of this situation. We will not
All right,
win another game until we get another quarterback. Period. Because
everybody.
you can
And
sit.
Jalen, mute your mic. I gotta ask Daryl a question. Please
Okay.
mute your mic. I gotta ask Daryl a question.
What I do?
No, you did nothing. You did absolutely nothing wrong. Actually,
Ooh, we in
um,
trouble.
you no. Yeah, you're grounded. Wait till dad gets home. No, I hate when mom said that. Oh, I go door to door to all my neighbors. Hey, it's been real. Good to know you. Anyway, no, seriously. I have never seen you this way ever. Ever. I want you to go ahead and get out your frustration right now about this team because I can see it eating you up. And go ahead. Let us hear what's on your mind, Daryl. Go ahead.
Well, when it comes to football, it's just real simple. When you want to make up a football team, you build from the in to the out. Okay, we got better at the offensive line. We got better on the defensive front. Our cornerback sucks. And what brings these players down is the quarterback. When your quarterback doesn't play well, it brings the whole team down. To hold the attitude down. To hold the energy of the football team comes down when your quarterback doesn't play well. I mean, come on, man. Let's be real. Let's not piss on each other's leg and tell each other that it's raining. You could put any quarterback in Brian Daboll's system, and they will flourish. Period. When you got wide and people sitting here telling me stop doing flea flickers, man, do you see that flea flicker? You got two wide open men downfield, 20 plus yards. Come on, man. We need a new quarterback. My daddy always said you can't win a damn game without a quarterback. And you can't. Listen right now. You put Josh Allen with Brian Dobo with the Giants right now. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? We're gonna be a 13 and maybe 12-13 winning team. What? And the defense is going to continue to play like they played the first 4 weeks of the season, first 4 or 5 weeks of the season. I'm not trying to put it on Daniel Jones, but if you go back a couple years ago when he got drafted, there was a guy on Sports Center. Daniel Jones was at the bottom. He was not supposed to. He's not a good decision maker at all. He wasn't even that dude.
I sent that to Sneaky today.
Yeah, I saw it too. Yeah, I saw it.
So
And
I don't mean to yell and all that stuff, but
no,
it's just common sense.
yeah,
Sneaky.
no. Look. This right here, like Tanya said, this is our support group. Okay, this is where
That you just made
this
my
is
night,
where
brother.
we
You just made
gotta
my
get
night.
real. This is where we gotta get real, and we gotta get our frustration out now. GW, let me holler at you for a second. Hey, first off, it's been a minute. Good to see you. Thanks for coming back on. Missed you, bro. No diddy. So should we tank or should we keep trying to win?
I mean, I don't ever see my team losing. That's just me, man. Every single year, I put out my prediction for how many games we gonna win, and it's all dubs. Even throughout the preseason, I just don't ever see my team losing. Obviously, it's beneficial for us to lose, so that's all I'm gonna say.
Right. I do the same thing, and it pisses people off. I say two things that's a guarantee, and I'm not saying that y'all should say what I say to piss people off, but when I say 17-0 and that hashtag we got all 8, that we got 8, and you need to count them. Oh, you should hear people in the comment. Man, you can go read them. It's on TikTok.
Matter of fact, you can look at TikTok every 10 minutes. He's making a TikTok about it.
And I'm glad you brought that up. So what had happened was, I did a TikTok about us, losing to the Panthers, and somebody said,
one.
Yeah, right. That's right, another one. And he was like, "Well, now you can start having, talking about your four world Super Bowls." I said, four world champions? No, hold up. So yes, then I started talking about it because what I ain't lying. Ain't no lies being told. We got 8, and y'all better appreciate bars. I did that.
I got 2 positive things. When you're ready, just let me know.
Go ahead. Oh shit! Hold on. Get your calendars out, people. What we got?
It doesn't happen often. You ready?
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. How about Evan Neal?
Oh, right.
Our best offensive lineman. Now, I know that people are going to come back at me with it was the Carolina Panthers. I'm going to come back at you with this is the kind of game where it builds morale, where it makes him feel better about himself. This is what turns bust into players.
Even Shane gave him props. Even Shane.
He looked good.
Now, Jalen, I don't think I asked you the question yet. Nope. Should we? Well, hold on. GW. Let me. I got another question to ask you. I know now correct me if I'm wrong. You're Team Jones, right?
Yeah. To an extent.
There we go. Well, right. I think we're all Team Jones to an extent. Tell me or tell us. No, let me back up. Tell Danny, because Danny is not Team Jones. Tell Danny
absolutely
what he's not seeing on the field.
What Daniel Jones is not seeing on the field?
No. But Danny, Danny.
Right here. Tell me what
Yeah,
I
Danny.
mean, hey, listen, man. If I'm being honest with you, bro, I got to hear his stance first. But right now, at this point, man, we're seeing a Daniel Jones that is lacking anticipation. We're seeing a Daniel Jones that is not really sure of himself. Man, listen, man. We about to be in what, week 11?
Pretty much, yep.
Oh, wait, I have 3 positives. I already gave it a first one. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, wow. You know, and I appreciate you, GW. You got to be honest and real. You got to be honest. Sully, you there?
Yo.
You said it's about time.
Hey, because if you were sleeping, Daryl be climbing.
I'm actually at work, so when I joined on, I was in the middle of working the flight, so I really couldn't,
Oh, well, perfect timing then. Perfect time. All right, we'll make it quick. So I want to ask you the questions I've asked the whole panel. Should we tank or should we play to win?
Why you gotta ask me a hard question like that?
I know, right?
All right, so my standpoint is this. Nah, I'm not. We not in court, and so I ain't gonna plead the fifth. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna die on this sword. All right. Most of us have already said that we don't believe in tanking, right? And I'm hearing your guys' arguments as to why we should not tank. And no, I'm not a big believer in tanking, right? But if we are to truly move away from Daniel Jones and we want to draft our new quarterback, we have to, in a sense, tank. Right now, that doesn't mean that we have to actively tank, because others have said it. Leave Daniel Jones in there, we probably gonna lose anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, in our best interest, we have to do what is best for us to get the best player in the draft. And if that means we have to tank this year because other teams have done it, and case in point, Washington, they got the quarterback that we wanted to get, and look how they turned around.
7-3.
Right.
overnight.
Until their loss against the Steelers, they were winning the division.
Wait.
Y'all not
Oh,
gonna
that's right.
all
They
well,
got
every
bumped
time
down
every time I
because
hear somebody say that, y'all mention Jaden Daniels, that y'all don't mention nothing else. Like they don't have a whole new front office. Like they didn't make power moves this offseason. But yeah, y'all
Right.
just said Jaden Daniels.
But
But
no,
it's
no.
right.
But
It's
see, that's
QB.
it's not Jaden
Well,
Daniels yet. It's not just Jaden Daniels. Yes, you mentioned that because that's the person that you see day in and day out. You know what I'm saying? That's who people are talking about. They're not talking about the people in the front office. Yes, the people in the front office made those moves to get Jaden Daniels. You
Well,
know what I'm
also
saying?
let's
Right, but
And
also
I also
also,
see a
but
head.
hold on. Let's be fair, TP. The same reason why we keep bringing up Jaden Daniels is the same reason why we keep bringing up Daniel Jones, because it's a key position. And
most important.
we see Jaden Daniels making those plays. We see uh, Daniel Jones not making said plays. Right? We just saw Jaden Daniels throw the ball damn near 80 yards. However, it had to
on
get
a
tipped
Hail
for a
Mary.
receiver to catch the ball. And here we have Daniel Jones. And the thing is, this loss. I mean, if we want to nitpick, I mean, there can't be an argument. Well, we can't even put this loss on Daniel Jones,
let me ask you this:
right?
Do
And
you
and
really
also
get
too,
better?
before you do that, before you go on, Ed, I'm sorry. I mean,
Okay.
Dak gets the same. Yes, I'm talking about a Dallas Cowboy. Dak gets the same criticism, if not more, because he's on quote unquote America's team or whatever. I mean, it just goes down the road. I mean, Hurts. Everybody thinks Hurts is this great thing. The Eagles now.
I don't know
But
why.
we don't want to talk about
Mm.
AJ and that Heisman Trophy winner, and of course whatever the running back he got back there.
But fellas,
That
you do know that the Washington was not going to trade with us. You know that, right? You
Yeah,
do
we
know
knew
that.
that
oh yeah
because
We had no shot of him. We had
That's why
no.
I'm glad Drake May I'm glad that freaking the Patriots weren't going to give up May. I didn't want May.
I still
me
feel
neither.
like
Yeah.
even when you talk about Washington, this is not me taking away from Jaden Daniels. I think
Hmm.
what he's doing is not only rookie of the year type stuff, but it could be MVP type stuff. But
Conversation. Yeah.
I think what people are missing is you put a bad head coach in front of Jaden Daniels, he will not look the same. So what I'm telling y'all is the coaching job that they're also doing over there deserves his credit.
How's it
And
going?
this is not just this is not just what they're doing. This is not just what they're doing with Jaden Daniels. I'm talking about as a team. As a team, you can see where they're being coached up. You can see why they are in the position that they are in. And that's the whole
So,
element to it.
I'm not
so
buying that
I'd
Dan
like
Quinn is a good
to
coach.
I'd like to rebut you on that, TP, because and granted, I hear what you're saying about Jaden Daniels versus Daniel Jones, but it makes our argument against Daniel Jones that much more prevalent. Jaden Daniels is
appreciate
doing
you, Schoen.
things in year one that in year six, Daniel Jones still can't do.
But that's not what
Again,
I'm not
it,
arguing Daniel Jones versus Jaden Daniels. That's not my argument.
it
And
comes
then on
back
top of that,
to
it's too many different it's
Hold on. Let
oranges and
TP
apples when it comes
let
to that.
TP make his
I'm
point.
not saying it. Go
All
ahead.
right, TP. Hold on, TP. Um, I want to give me your thoughts on. I don't want to say comparison, but kind of what we're talking about right now between the main conversation of the Commanders comparing to the Giants, right? Go ahead. What is it you want to say?
TP. Did he fade out? Got your
No,
mic muted.
No, he got his mic muted.
TP, you there?
Yeah, you got your mic muted, TP.
Yes, you.
Oh, he might be pulling Daryl on us.
No, he ain't
Well,
asleep.
Daryl,
That's
he
what.
ain't
No,
trying to fall asleep.
he was just
He ain't
talking.
asleep yet. He
My
he
thing
had to
is
go
this:
run and do
when he
something.
comes back, my thing is this: It's like I said, Daniel Jones, the one thing that he lacks is the most important thing that he lacks that Jaden Daniels came in with. It's quarterback instinct. End of story. To have instinct means you have to have the mindset, you have to have
he's
the
back.
ability,
Hey, can
you
you hear
have
me?
to have the knowledge,
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
and
Okay.
like Sully said, it's year 6, and Daniels comes in with all of that, and Daniel Jones is still trying to get it. That's the difference, the instinct.
Right, and that's one of the points that I wanted to allude to. It's like we keep giving Daniel Jones excuses when we see there are other quarterbacks that are coming in the league day one and they hitting the ground running, and you got Trash Can Dan tripping over his own 2 feet
We can't compare
consistently.
rookies. Y'all acting like there isn't a such thing. I mean, rookies, you're supposed to shine your rookie year. Look at C.J. Stroud. He is not looking the same as this when he looks like when he was a rookie. So I'm not comparing
That's true.
quarterbacks. I'm not comparing
But he
quarterbacks. That's not what I'm doing.
He's
but
missing
he's
his
still
number one
playing.
receiver.
He's still
It
playing.
does.
CJ Stroud is still
So,
He
playing
got
better than
all right,
Daniel
CJ
Jones at
Stroud
this
hold
got
on, one
point.
injured.
second, hold on. TP, did you hear the question that I asked you before we had our
No, I didn't. One
miscommunication?
more time. No, I didn't.
Okay,
So
so I want you to go ahead, give you a full minute or so to kind of state your argument, because again, when we're talking about Jaden Daniels and we're talking about Daniel Jones, and to me, we are talking about apples and oranges, right? I for example, see that comparison, but I think you see it a different way, and I want to give you an opportunity to kind of articulate what you're seeing that we're missing. Go ahead, what you got?
right. So I'm not sure what everybody heard in the beginning, but I'm not defending Daniel Jones' bad play. Even when you talk about the Panther game. The first half, he looked bad. And you
Yep.
do not want your starting quarterback to look like that at any point in the game. I'm not oblivious to that. But what I'm trying to get people to understand is I was listening to everything that Daryl was saying. And based on what y'all are saying, y'all think that we are a good quarterback play away. And I'm telling y'all that is just not the case. Like
Mm.
there are factors with this team that need to be. And also, I want y'all to understand that I think we should move on from Daniel Jones. I think that is a part of progression. But I want y'all to understand, like, if things do not change, I'm telling y'all, we are not going to look better. Like if our coaching does not, if we don't change coaching wise, if we don't change aura wise that is in that locker room, like if things big changes don't be made, I promise y'all not gonna see better results. We're gonna be a losing football team. I think a good head coach or just a good organization in period. I think you can win with Daniel Jones, is what I'm saying. I think that you can put him in position to where you don't make things complicated. Go to his strengths. Y'all can't tell me that he is not one of the best rushing quarterbacks in the league. I
But he
see
don't
it.
know when to run.
But
It's
listen,
got to be
But,
drawn up
he
for him.
and go ahead. Well,
but I'm looking at the play calling as well, though. I'm looking at the play calling, and y'all keep everybody sees that when we get in the red zone, Coach Dable draws up the dumbest shit.
Because he can't draw anything up big for him.
See, that's an
Because he
excuse.
makes those
That's an
dumb
excuse for
mistakes.
Coach Dable. That's an excuse for Coach Dable, and that's
So
my issue. Is we're
Coach
not holding
Dable in year
everybody else
3, I
accountable.
can't give him an excuse, but we can give Daniel Jones in year 6 an excuse.
Do you not hear me? Do you not hear me saying that we should not be giving them an excuse?
Yeah, but you're still defending what we're saying. You're making it sound like he's not that bad. No, he is that bad.
Okay,
And
so how
and
can
one
he be
thing
that?
I'm
All right,
hold
listen,
on.
listen. This is why he's not that bad, and this is why he's not that bad because there's evidence behind it. First of all, Baker Mayfield was super bad until he wasn't. Until he was put in a
Still
system that he
bad.
wasn't. Geno Smith was super bad until he wasn't. Until he was put in a system that he wasn't. Sam Darnold was super bad until I could go on for days. The problem is good coaching is good coaching. So when it comes to Daniel Jones, I'm just telling you it's a coaching thing. You should
It's
be
a system
there's
thing.
It,
nothing that can
it
You're gonna
it's
change
have
not
to
between
go
just
to a
coaching.
different
I'm
Daniel
sorry.
system.
Jones is not getting
Yeah,
in.
nah,
It's
I
not
I
just
disagree
coaching.
with that one,
Hold
Well,
on.
hold on,
CP.
wait. Hold on, wait, Paul. Hold
Did
on a
you hear
second.
me say did you hear me say it was just coaching?
I'm
Yes.
going to say this. I will say this,
Good.
and I will stand on this right now. The plays that are killing us the most are those stupid RPO plays because the linemen don't know if they're going to run or if they're staying home. They have
That's
no
so
idea
true.
what we're doing. And that is what's killing us. That's what's killing us from going from 2nd and 3 to 2nd and 8 or 2nd and whatever it is. That is what's killing us in the red zone. And I'm sorry. I know the flea flicker homeboy was open. You know, we had 2 wide receivers open. I get that. But can we just play normal football and stop the gimmick plays and
Hey,
just
Sneaky,
get the damn
Sneaky, real
ball
quick.
in the end zone and downfield? What's up to you?
Sneaky, real
See,
quick.
here's the here's
If I lose service, I'm coming right back.
Okay.
All right.
So all I
now.
want to say
Here's
is
a problem I see with that, Sneaky, because Giant Sway said it earlier. If we got to dumb down the playbook to be successful, then do what you got to do. But in reality and realistically, how sustainable is that? You know what I'm saying? And if you have a quarterback that is that inept at playing football that you have to simplify your offense. Let's basically call it a high school offense for him to be successful. That is not an NFL quarterback. I'm sorry.
The
No
question
matter
we're
how you
asking
want to
is,
slice it.
True.
go ahead, I'm
I
sorry.
just want to say this. So my issue with Daniel Jones, it's really less him missing the opportunities. That's what it comes down to. Like, yes, it can be the offensive line, yes, it can be the play calling, but when everything works together how it's supposed to, Daniel Jones is the factor usually why something does not go right.
My
Yes,
my
the
thing
RPO.
is, go ahead. I'm sorry, I keep cutting people off. I'm just trying to get my.
I was just gonna say the whole game plan against Daniel Jones is to keep him in the pocket and let him make decisions to throw the game.
Let him beat you.
That's it. It's very simple. So the fact that we don't have a quarterback that's respected in the pocket and they want you to sit there and try and play a head game, that means that we are missing something drastically. And again, he's in year 6, guys. Year
Facts.
6. He's not a rookie no more.
Let me pose this question for everybody because this is the argument I'm seeing right at this moment.
Okay.
Do you want a game manager or do you want a game changer? Because
I want a winner. I want a winner.
And what does a winner do? He changes the game. We
And
need
he
our
can manage the game.
I mean,
See,
yeah,
again,
The management's not working.
okay. I gotta say this, and I know it came from Cam Newton. And I'm gonna be honest. Look, being a game, there's nothing wrong with being a game manager. I'm gonna say that there is nothing wrong with that
There is
because
a
that's
Eli
what
said it was a game
that's
manager.
what. Yes, Eli, Brock Purdy, Trent Dilford. I mean, I'll even say Trent Dilford was a game manager
Eli
because
was a game changer when he
Vicky, back
Facts.
again to what I was saying. All these quarterbacks that you're naming are better decision makers than Daniel Jones.
yeah,
And Daniel Jones' scouting report came out from college saying that he was inconsistent in his decision making. He is a backup quarterback at best in the NFL. I mean, let's not try to say that a turnip is an orange. You know what I'm saying? Like we can't turn a turnip into an orange. And that's what we're trying to do with Daniel Jones. And Daniel Jones in year 6 has consistently shown us who and what he is. And he is not a starting NFL quarterback.
Nope.
It's the
Galen,
anticipation, man.
I forgot to ask you the question that I asked everybody else. Should we tank or should we play to win?
Okay. Really put me on the spot there, Sneaky.
I put
But
everybody on the spot.
yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay. Truth be told, it's like I want to lean both ways, but in this instance, I can't. So I'm honestly on the side of tanking at this point because it's like we've
Say it
all
with the
been
chest, Jamin.
because look, we've all been Giants fans our entire lives. We have seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. But like with this, like I don't think this might be the worst I've ever seen this team.
Yeah, this is the inner anus.
Oh, wait, Jalen, you brought something up. That's I wanted to bring up too. Thank you. So there's two things. There's two things that I want to say real quick. One, let's just say, God forbid, we don't win another game for the rest of the season, right?
We got
It's gonna
a chance
be a
to
long 7 weeks, boys.
This will be officially the worst Giants team in my fandom.
I think
The
this is
worst.
the Giants team for most Giants fans.
Since I think since Eli went, I don't remember what year was it, 2014 when we went 3 and
13. Oh, that was
3 and 13. Was it 14? I don't know.
3 and 13 because it was still.
Well, no. I know, but I'm saying like
that was bad.
The season. Now, when I was talking about the GMs too, I'm okay with the owner. I'm okay with John Mara and Steve Tisch kind of, backing and being more patient with Shane. I like Shane and I like Dable.
Me too.
Okay. I think the talks of them getting, people bringing up talking about them getting fired. Come on, no, stop. Right?
No, just
we
shut up,
need to
please.
have some continuity. And TP, I know you're going to hate me for saying this, but I do believe that I think to put Dable on the true hot seat is to see what he can do in developing the next quarterback. You got to give him his guy, in my opinion. This is my opinion, because that will reset his clock. Now to go off of GMs, so I told you about Ray Walsh, who was the GM about 30 some years. Then you got Andy Rubicella from 74 to 78. He was only there for 4 years.
Jeez. And
then you had George Young. I know that might sound familiar to you, Ant, and some of the Giant faithful.
Thanks for calling me out for being old.
Well, I'm old too.
Ass.
My pleasure. From 79 to 97. And then Ernie Ocorse from 99 to 2006. And you know what? I thought Ernie was on that Super Bowl team, but in reality, it was Jerry Reese that was the GM from 07 to 2017. Now, I want to pause with Jerry Reese real quick because I saw an interesting tweet, and I want to say this. Everybody talk about how there was a video of Clint Eastwood giving a mad, stern look, and it said John Mara realizing he needs to draft a black quarterback. I didn't like that. I didn't like that. His choice, his words, I didn't agree with it. But I did post on it, and you can go to my Twitter page, SneakyG Man. I said, well, he did hire, or he did promote POC, person of color, in the GM role, which was Jerry Reese. And Jerry Reese did get him 2 Super Bowls, by the way. But then he hired McAdoo, and there you go. There you have it.
I don't think McAdoo got a fair shake. I know a lot of people are going to disagree. I don't think he got a fair shake.
Well, I think what McAdoo. We'll jump on that too. But of course, after Reese, we got Gettleman for 3 years. We got I said his name.
He gets brought up with Ray Hanley. Him and Hanley.
McAdoo wanted Mahomes, yo. He wanted us to draft Mahomes.
Mara said no.
I think McAdoo, his downfall was when he screwed Eli.
Oh,
because Eli,
that's the only thing people remember about McAdoo.
Yeah, they don't remember that he got us to the playoffs.
That's what killed
year
him.
one.
You know, was it year 1 or year 2?
It was year
As
1.
head coach, year 1.
Yeah.
Oh, I think you're right. Yeah, it was year 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you know what? Because he was our coordinator before he was actually the head coach.
Yeah, he was the offensive coordinator.
He was the coordinator after Gilbride left, and I think that's what set him up for failure. when
And to that point, Sneaky, we still had issues with our offensive line. So you really, in my mind, you really can't blame Eli as
No,
much as people want to for the
no.
lack of success when we did not put pieces in front of him to keep him upright and
No.
to
Well,
make sure that he could execute. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
well,
even if McAdoo hadn't gotten Patrick Mahomes, right?
and I'm gonna tell you
Our
right now.
offensive line was so bad that we probably wouldn't Mahomes wouldn't be as successful as he is now if he was on the Giants with that squad that we had, in my opinion.
well, yeah.
But also, let's not forget too, we didn't have a running game, and the
Right.
lack of running game is what forced Gettleman's hand in getting what's his name at number 2. I will
You
not
don't
say.
Kevin
take a
Durant.
running back at 2.
I'm not gonna. Anyway, so we're almost done with the show, and I kind of held off as long as possible. I got to bring on Philly, positive Philly.
Can I get my 2 other positive
Really?
thoughts?
All right, go ahead. What you got?
All right, we already heard the first one, which was Evan Neal. The second one is we can look forward to this week because we can't lose.
That's true.
Exactly.
That is
And
true.
the third one is probably my favorite, and I know Sneaky's going to enjoy this one. Doesn't it make the Thanksgiving game look a lot better now?
Yes.
Because I think we have a fighting chance.
Hey, we actually,
But
and I still got to get my tickets. I got to get my tickets for that game.
but do we really want to win that game though?
Yes.
I mean,
It
Yes.
doesn't,
Yes.
it
I
doesn't
mean,
matter.
Yes.
as far
It
as
doesn't matter.
bragging,
I live in Dallas.
rights,
Yes.
Sneaky
as
did not
far as
hesitate. He did
bragging
not
rights, we
hesitate.
want to get the
He's like,
game. We
yes.
want to win the game. But
Yeah.
long term goal in improving our team, do we honestly want to win that game outside of bragging rights?
Shit. Long term, short term, medium term. I don't. Yes, we got to. If you're asking me, okay, wait, hold on. Sully, let me ask you a question. Where do you live?
Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Okay, exactly. Now, so South Carolina, is that anywhere near Texas at all?
Not as close as you are,
Not in the
but
vicinity, right? Not in the. Okay. I rest my case, Your Honor. I rest my case. I rest
hey,
my
hey,
case.
but in my defense, Sneaky, let me say this. You know, Cowgirls fans is like roaches, they everywhere. So no matter what state you live in, you gotta hear their mouth talking about this is our year. You know what I'm saying? So no, I get
Oh,
your
of course,
point.
yeah.
I get the point as far as wanting to beat Dallas just because it's the Cowgirls, right? But like I
Yeah,
said,
perfect.
as far as improving the squad long term and what the end goal really is right now, yes, I want us to win, but realistically,
No.
I don't
So,
because it's like it goes back to what Ant said. Like, had we had not won those meaningless games at the end of the season prior, we would have been at the position that we needed to be to draft the quarterback that our coach wanted, and we wouldn't be, in my opinion, we wouldn't be having these type of discussions right now. But if it was a fifth, we'd all be drunk.
so I hear what you're saying, but the fact you live in South Carolina is irrelevant. No, I'm kidding.
Hey man,
I'm kidding.
look.
I'm
I
kidding.
gotta hear it from the Panthers fans because we lost to them and they're worse than us.
Then you know my feel. Then you know how I feel. I've been look. I go to the game. The worst thing leaving AT&T Stadium is that walk of shame back to the car. That is the worst feeling, and the fact that there's a possibility. You know what? I'm gonna roll the dice. Doug, how
But
you
hey, if
doing,
we
man?
want to win that game, we
Hey,
don't want to
man.
have DJ in.
Hey, Sneak,
Yeah,
how you
well,
doing, buddy?
Doug, we were just talking about your team not too long. Mike, don't worry, we'll get to you in a
Oh,
sec.
oh,
We were talking about obviously you heard we were talking about the Commanders. God, what a gift you got.
oh! It's amazing, I've listened to your conversation the entire time. You cannot compare Jaden Daniels to Daniel Jones. It's apples to oranges,
Nope.
and the Giants had no chance at Jones.
It's
I mean,
apples
not
to
Jones. I
poison.
mean Daniels. No chance.
So I want
Apples to poison.
so I know it's been a while since 2020. I want to
Yeah.
say since you guys had this feeling. First off, I want to know your thoughts.
Actually, Sneaky, it's been about a good 20 plus years.
Exactly. Thank you
Yeah.
for correcting. Thank you for correcting me.
I mean, I give it to say in 2020, you know, we had a bad team and somehow still made the playoff, but we haven't had anything to be excited about in the last 20 years.
EMAC, don't go anywhere. I see you. And Jamin, don't go anywhere either. Actually, hold on a sec. Now, I want to know, how high did you jump off the couch on that Commanders Bears game?
Oh man.
Or were you even sitting down?
Oh no, I was sitting down with my depressed. Now, you know, we had a chance to win look, and you know, we didn't play well. And you know, last couple seconds, Jay's moved around, he throws the ball up. I'm like, they're gonna bat this down, game's over. And it gets tipped, and Noah Brown catches it, and you'd thought we won the Super Bowl. You'd thought we won the Super Bowl.
That play was freaking insane.
My neighbors probably hate me, and I live in an apartment, but I don't care.
No, like you said, 20 years.
You know?
Shout out to the Bears DB that was celebrating before the game was actually over.
That freaking moron. Like, bro, like, why are you taunting the fans? Like, you're stupid. You're not even in on the play. And his job solely was to box out Noah Brown. That was his job. And you're jaw jacking. Like, what are you doing, bro?
Okay, so I just looked at the standings. You guys are in the hunt for the wild card, right? Possibly still in hunt
right now. That's going to change on Thursday,
right? For the division. Like you said, 20 years of frustration. I want to give you a minute because I want to bring up EMAC real quick, because EMAC on this show gave a prediction that the Commanders were going to win the division, and made a bet with a Cowboys fan that was it that he was going to do better, or what? What was it?
I think it's that they would win the division, because I think I remember asking him, why wouldn't you just say that they'll have a better record? Or
yes,
you know what I mean?
Seriously.
Okay.
So I think it was,
I wish Chris was here too, because I don't know if they changed it to where Washington was going to do better than I don't want to get in. That's their bet. That's their agreement. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to give you a full minute, man. Just go ahead and just explain to us the feeling that you have right now, that maybe someday we can have that same feeling.
Oh, are you talking to me or?
Yeah, Doug. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was that again? I was kind of tuned out. I thought you were talking.
Oh, no worries. No, just basically 20 years of frustration, and now you guys are doing the damn thing. Just, kind of tell us what it feels like.
Man, it feels good. It honestly does. I mean, granted, we lost, this past week. I'm not the kind that blames the refs. That was the first down. I don't care what nobody says, but being a fan of this team practically my whole life. Granted, we had one good year with Robert, but obviously, you know how that ended up. He got hurt, and then he just turned into a diva, a me kind of player. And we just been with the ownership, and he can't keep his hands off the females and just all his nonsense. It's just it's refreshing. Like, it's refreshing to go through an entire off season. No drama, no nothing. Like, right now, we should not be 7-2. We should be, realistically, if you want me to talk about the past, 20 plus years, we should be probably 2-8, realistically. And
are you taking a shot?
He should be benched, but I'm glad he's not. Thank God.
Shots fired.
Yeah, you're 7-3 right now, and you guys are second in
from
the
past
East.
experience.
Right. No, I got you. Doug, I appreciate you. Thanks for coming on, man.
I appreciate it. But can I ask Ant one question?
Yes, sir.
Why don't you believe in Dan Quinn?
Because he wasn't any good with Dallas.
He
What do
was
you
the
mean? They
defensive
had like the
coordinator,
number
bro.
one
Yeah, I
overall
know.
defense for a long time.
No, I know. And I'm
you
not
can't-
saying I don't have any confidence in him. I just don't think he's that good of a coach. I could be wrong. That's just my opinion. I'm not saying I'm right.
not saying your opinion's wrong. I'm just, I just wanted to ask because if you were going to bring up the Atlanta Super Bowl, I'm sorry, that was solely Kyle Shanahan's fault.
Facts.
Oh
Solely.
yeah, I don't doubt that either.
But
And,
when he was with Dallas, they had the number one defense for at least a couple years, and then they had that debacle against the Packers, what led him to come here. So I think he's a good coach. I just,
I think. All right, let me put it to you this way. I don't
Alright.
think he's a bad coach. I just think he's a better general. Does that make sense?
yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Like he's a better leader of men.
Yes.
He's a
Yes.
leader
Now-
of men.
Now, also, I'm gonna defend Ant here. Excuse me. Ooh, I'm gonna defend Ant and say this: Dan Quinn is extremely smart in who he hired on his offensive coaching staff.
Yeah,
He basically hired another head coach.
and he made him one of the best offensive coordinators right now.
Yes.
And we have a top three
Yes.
offense.
And I think in order to be a good coach, you have to be a delegator.
Right?
If I'm not mistaken, Dan Quinn, does he call the defensive plays?
No, sir. Joe Witt does.
Okay, Joe Witt does. Okay.
Mhm.
So he is a good delegator.
Right.
So I think for us, there's some issues. He's probably gone after this year, but
He should still be calling the plays though.
Well,
Cliff Kingsbury?
What's
I'm
that?
sorry.
Are you saying Cliff Kingsbury going to be going?
No.
this year?
Our offense coordinator.
Oh, okay.
Kafka.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Mike
If I
Kafka.
say he better not.
Yeah. No, our guy, because
Okay.
there was some questionable plays he called last year, and there was some controversy. Is Dable calling plays, Kifka calling plays, and of course this year, Dable was like, "I'm gonna take over the reins." So, it's kind of a mixed bag, if you will. But Doug, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No,
No,
go ahead.
I just don't understand how he can go from Josh Allen, and make him into a superstar, and then he comes to New York and turn Daniel Jones into a one-hit wonder. You know what I mean? Like,
And again, that's where I say coaches coach and players got to execute. Maybe Jones ain't that guy. I mean, as much as I want him to be, maybe, but
Look at his body of work, Sneaky. That'll tell you all you need to know.
But then at the same time, we could say this. Well, no, that whole Patriot situation when Brady left, it was.
I think if you put a good coach and a good quarterback together, everything else will work itself out.
I agree with that.
I'll agree with that. That's hey, Doug. I appreciate you. Let me hear it one time. That's a good way to end it.
All right. Let's go Commanders and let's go Giants. Ow.
I appreciate you, man. Be good.
Stevie, one last thing. You got
What's
your
up?
sign ready?
Say what?
Your sign. You got it ready?
Oh, what, the 29 years?
Yeah, you got.
Oh my God, you're right.
Bro.
I got to do it.
You got to get ready to change it to 30.
I got it. You're right. I got to wait until they have to be officially eliminated from the playoff contention.
All right,
Yes, I will have that ready.
I'll be on the lookout for it. All right,
All right,
have a
please
good night.
do. Hey, man, I appreciate you.
All
Have a
right.
good one.
Hey, did you see that stat that got put out today?
What?
The Giants are officially the only team in the league that doesn't have a fighting chance at a possible playoff spot.
What's up, honey buns?
Mathematically, we are out right now.
We're eliminated?
Oh, well.
Not eliminated, but we're the only team right now, as of this week, that doesn't still have a legitimate shot at making a playoff spot. That could change if we win next week.
I don't think that's I don't think that's a shock. We lost to the Panthers.
Yeah. We lost.
Yep. So Philly Mike has been really quiet.
He's sleeping.
Mike, are you awake?
He ain't sleeping. He's smoking crack.
Smoking some weed.
Hey man, crack is whack. Smoke
I
meth
heard a
instead.
bong. I heard a bong.
All
Mike,
right, as long as I'm up, we good.
got Mike going once. Mike going twice.
So,
Sold to the redheaded stepchild.
All right.
To the redheaded.
Anyway, I gotta say something about I wish Doug was still here because I was about to mention about Cliff Kingsbury. I wonder if he would flop as an offensive coordinator second half of the season like he did as a head coach when he was in Arizona.
Oh.
And then secondly,
the Huskies still suck.
I'm talking about Washington Commanders.
Go ahead.
Anyway, I was talking about. Do you guys hear me about Cliff Kingsbury, right?
Huskies still suck. Yeah, I heard you.
Yeah, we heard.
The question is, will he flop the second half to end of the season? I wish Doug was still here. And then I really want Washington to beat Philly, but I really don't think they will. And it's at Philly. It's on prime time, and it's in Philly, of freaking course.
I was gonna say with that defense, I don't see them beating Philly.
I know they got Lattimore, but we all know that's not going to be.
So what was the bet between you and Chris?
$500 bet that division.
Oh,
bro.
Oh, so now you're eating crow.
So Philly. I'm sorry. So the Commanders have to win the division.
Oh boy.
I guess pretty much. I don't freaking know.
Yeah.
Okay. Better know.
Again, I will say, why did you make
and then you don't say that here where he can hear you.
Like, bro,
I would wish I would do Chris.
Like, if Kansas City they would have a better record than Dallas, I would get that. But like,
better record.
Kidding me?
Clinton, what's up, my guy?
What's going on, fellas?
What's up, Clint?
What's up, Clint?
Not much. How y'all doing?
All right.
Good.
Yep.
Man, we over here trying to talk our sorrows away.
Oh yeah, before I forget,
I just got a warning on TikTok for freaking. They said some of the themes that we talk about, people may not agree with.
That's a troll.
What?
Are you kidding me right now?
Are you serious?
All right, we need Elon to buy out a TikTok now.
No, we don't.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
No, we
Why
don't.
not?
No.
Be serious right now.
It gives us
What's
freedom
up,
of
Sneaky?
speech. We can say stuff that offends
Wait,
people
what's up?
and move on.
No.
Just no.
Hey, Sneaky, can I ask you something real quick?
What's up, man?
I don't know if you saw my text earlier on Instagram. Where do you get your Sneaky coin?
Stole it.
Through me. Actually,
I thought about
this
buying.
This is a perfect segue. Hold on, let me see if I can. How do I do this?
I'm sorry. Sorry if I didn't see you.
Not at all. Not at all. Matter of fact, so Eli, I'm about to call you Eli. Emac.
Yes, honey.
I got a whole new batch waiting to go out. Now all you got to do, Emac, is huh?
Yeah, they winning.
Hold on. Yeah, hold on. Let me I got one out here. I don't know. No, I don't. Mama Boss has her own. Okay, so I got a whole new batch of these coins, and we're coming close on Thanksgiving. So I gotta do a blitz because I gotta get these out now. I got my and thank you. Daryl, you got yours too, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Daryl got his. Sully, did you get yours yet?
No, not yet, man. I haven't placed my order for one yet.
I need to stop because I don't want to put people on the spot that hadn't got one that I got one. I'm sorry, Sully. I didn't mean to do that to you.
My homeboy. That's what homeboy do.
Sneaky, I lost my house this week. I lost my car, but I need that coin now.
Right. So right, yeah, I lost my rent's due. I gotta.
Yeah.
So here we go. It's upside down. All you got to do, you see my Venmo at Stefan11, and you see my Cash App, Sneaky G Man. It don't matter which one you send it to. $25. Oh shit.
25
Okay.
bucks. Is there a way you can send me a link on text message so I can buy one?
You just
Well,
go to
it's all you got to do is go to Cash App, type in Sneaky G Man,
put your
and
address on.
I thought you had Venmo.
yeah, but yeah, Venmo. Go to at Stefan11. Type me in. You'll see me. It'll pop up, and then make it count, and then of course my face right here.
Do you have to do 50 push-ups if you don't have it with you?
No, you don't. No, and it's 10.
You do.
Yeah, no.
I don't
No,
even
you
think I
don't.
could do 10.
But that's a perfect segue, Mac. I appreciate you for that.
Your
Now, let's see
what
if I can-
segue? My question that I asked you.
There we go. Huh?
I was wondering what segue you were talking about.
Well, you were saying about the coin, and that gave me an opportunity to talk about the coin.
And another thing, I wonder how Loops got the customized We Made History sneaky shirt. I wish.
Oh, he had that made. Yeah, he had that made.
Where do you get
that? You send $25 on Venmo, or Cash App, and you become a giant. A donation, go to blessings. Yes, for Thanksgiving. Yeah, it's gonna be. We're doing good, man. I honestly don't know how much we raised.
Hey,
a couple $100.
And I also got
not bad.
tattoo.
Oh, you got a tattoo?
Yep.
Nice.
Can you guys see it?
Yeah, we can see it.
Yes, sir.
What is it? I have a question for Ant when everybody get done.
All right, Clint, what you got?
Shoot.
Hey, Ant, did New York Knicks win tonight?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I know they was winning, but I didn't see the score.
Yeah, if you ever hear me say bing bong, that's a Knicks win.
So I know Chiefs got lucky Sunday.
They always get lucky. That's why they're undefeated now.
Yeah, true. Don't disagree with
Well
that.
paid.
So, Clinton, I think we should, real quick, we're about to wrap up the show, guys. Oh no, Javen, WTF?
What's good?
What's up, man?
How you doing?
Y'all patiently
Damn,
waiting.
bro,
and
your ball's
everything?
still dropping?
Something like that.
God damn.
All right, man. Go ahead. All right, yay. Hey, y'all swept us this year. What do you got to say? Go ahead, have your moment. What, Jay? What do you want?
Man, you know, I was wishing you guys maybe won this week, so I didn't have to slander you too much, but y'all just can't get a win, so it's okay. I mean, we've been in your position before. I ain't gonna lie, so
Yeah, we're
I'm
used
just
to it.
happy. I'm just happy. I'm not gonna lie. I've never been this happy
No.
about this team.
I'm gonna tell you, enjoy it. Enjoy it.
Hey, you don't understand when that Hail Mary happened. I live in Chicago.
Oh,
so you got to talk. You got to talk so much smack.
Listen. I was at basketball. I was coaching some little kids, and I had a break. So I was like, you know what? I gotta turn this game on just to see a score. So there was like 30 seconds left, and I was with some friends. So they were like, check the score, check the score. So I check it. I was like, damn, we lost. They all started talking crazy and everything. So I turned the game on my phone. I was like, I might as well watch it, see if we get in field goal range or something. I turn it on, and he hike it with 0 seconds left, and he throw it down the field. I was jumping up and down. Like Doug said, it was. I swear, it might have been better if we won a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
because that was an amazing feeling.
WTF? Let me ask you a question.
Talk to me.
So, I want the Commanders to beat Philly on primetime tomorrow. Do you think they'll get the job done in Philly?
We're not losing another game.
I hope so. I really hope you guys win too, so I can win the bet with Chris.
I just hope you guys beat Philly because I can't stand that team.
Nah, we gonna be good.
I really
Dan
hope
Jones is the
Chris
GOAT.
suffers.
Y'all got to realize that Philly has not beat a team with a winning record.
I hope a sinkhole
They
develops
haven't.
in that field.
I don't know
No.
where
Oh
we
yeah,
got this
you're
echo
right.
from
They
now.
haven't.
Who's echoing? Hold on.
Hello.
So, well, I'll tell you what, Emac, I appreciate you coming on, man. And yeah, if you go to Venmo, type in at Stefan STEFAN 11. Do you have Venmo or Cash App? What do you have?
I have both, but I use Venmo as
Okay.
an everyday thing.
Either
For
way,
some reason, every time I use Cash App, for some reason I can't put money through to my bank. So
okay, no worries.
So anyway, you should see it on Venmo. I just actually gave you the money just
Airball.
now. So
Okay, so I'll tell you what. Wait, what'd you say?
I just sent you the money just now.
Oh, you did? Okay. Then go
Check
to my.
Venmo.
Okay, now I need you to go to Instagram. Give me your address and your name, and because I have one that has to be sent out, and then I'll send.
Do you want me to click that link where I usually get the coins from?
What do you mean?
Didn't you have a link on Instagram for the coin, or do you?
Yeah, I mean, all it does is
or do
send
you
you.
just want me to type my whole information on text message?
Yeah. Just hit. No, not that. Go to my Instagram page.
Okay.
DM.
Yeah, slide in my DMs and send me your address.
Yeah, I wouldn't have said it that way.
Right. Pause. No diddy.
No diddy.
Anyway, let's hope the Commanders beat Philly and I can win the bet with Chris so he can suffer. Anyway, let's go Giants. Ow!
Appreciate you, fam. Be good. Hold on. We got hold on. Casey. What's going on? Oh, you're muted right now. Let's see. Hold on. Can I unmute you? Oh, there you go.
What's going on, people?
Not much. What's up, man?
Going on.
All right, how are you?
No.
So,
upset.
I'm glad. I'm glad you. So this first time on the show, right?
This is second.
Second time. Oh, that's right. We're about to end the show, but I'm gonna give you time, man. Go ahead and tell us your frustration.
Showing people Browns fans.
So, okay. Daniel Jones looked terrible. I can't defend him this week at all. But I was really pissed off with the defense.
100%.
You don't give up 140 something yards to the backup running back.
Yeah, rushing. Yeah.
Wait, Hubbard's the backup? Ugh. That just makes that even worse.
So,
God.
I mean, Tyrone Tracy had a great game. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have been in a position to possibly win in overtime. So I can't be too mad at him.
Plus,
okay. Let me ask you a question.
Let me just finish this one last part.
Okay. Go ahead.
But the Giants running backs have had problems fumbling this entire season. I'm getting tired of seeing that.
That's true.
Yep. I agree.
Now, my question for you, and I don't know if TP, if you were thinking about this as he was saying that pass that was thrown to him, was that a catchable ball?
Pass was thrown to who?
Tracy. That pass that was thrown.
Oh,
to,
it was a catchable ball.
To Tracy.
It was a catchable ball.
It was okay.
It was called by the defender. We all saw that.
It actually went into the defender's chest before it even hit Tracy's hand. It went into the defender.
It definitely hit Tracy's hands first.
It hit his hands first, and then it went
off in his hands and into the linebacker, and that's how he.
Damn, yo, you see the things people are willing to say just to discredit the man. Like, yo, it hit his hands.
It hit his hands first.
It was just a bad play.
It's just painful. It's just painful right now.
Yeah,
Yep.
The
absolutely.
state that we're in.
But I can't be like, well, it's all Daniel Jones, because it wasn't all Daniel Jones. We still got pre-snap penalties that we keep having for some reason. Like,
yeah, coaching.
So, they probably need a coaching change.
I wouldn't go that far. In my opinion, respectfully, I wouldn't go that far. I think Dable's our guy.
I
He
think
may
he
need
just,
to do. He may
need to do a better job.
Offensive coordinator.
yeah, I was gonna say
not
Dave
Dable.
Ball. I think, in my opinion, Dave Ball's putting way too much on himself, being the
I
head
agree
coach
with that.
and trying to be the play caller. Like that did not go well for Ben
Yeah.
McAdoo.
Now
I
we are
think
talking.
we need
Now
a
we
new
are talking.
an actual offensive coordinator that's going to be calling the plays.
So I don't know. I'm assuming this might be Chris or but so the Cowboy podcast, it said the Cowboy streak over the Giants is over on Thanksgiving.
What?
We haven't played the game yet.
Right.
Hey, don't jinx it. Let him say it.
Don't do that.
Let him say it.
Because I swear, anytime that I say like, "Oh, the Giants are going to win," I always feel like it comes back to bite me.
Okay, so Tanya says, "Can I just say Drew Phillips is having a heck of a season?" Yes, he is.
That is
yes,
absolutely true.
He is coming
Joe
out.
Shane hit on Newman and Phillips.
Yes. Oh, I love Newman. Oh,
Now, when he
Newman is laying the wood.
Newman's not there yet, but you can see him getting better.
Oh,
every week.
he's laying the wood. He is coming out of his shell nicely. Evan Neal had an amazing game. Malik, no more concussions. Let's see. Tracy, keep your head up. Dex, continue getting doubled and triple team.
Because they don't matter.
Nick McLeod, good luck on your future endeavors. I wonder why we let him go. I wonder why.
He didn't want to take a pay cut.
He didn't want to take a pay cut mid-season.
Bro, what? Why?
Nick
You weren't even
McLeod
that
is
good.
trash.
I can't.
He's on the 49ers now. He's on the 49ers.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris, I'm curious. Are you going to be here for Thanksgiving? I'm curious.
And what are you smoking?
All right, so now before we end the show, Clinton and I, we got something in common. A couple weeks ago, we were heartbroken to find out that our beloved Frisco Fighters, the indoor football team here in the DFW area, they're going to be dormant this year. And as of right now, the dormant by that being said, they're not going to have a season this year. And I don't know if you are a season ticket holder. I think you are, Clinton, right? A season ticket holder.
Yes.
Yeah. So they gave everybody their refunds. So real quick, I want to give you a minute, Clifton or Clinton. Jesus, I keep messing up your name.
We do that all the time. We're used to it.
Always. Yeah, I'm consistent. So let's pretend that you're talking to the fighters right now. What would you want to say to them?
I'm gonna miss them, and I hope y'all come back next year. And we'll see what we can do next year for the team.
Yeah.
And hopefully one day down the road, I can see you, G-Man, at a sporting event.
Yeah. Yelling at them players.
Right.
That sucks. I ain't gonna have much to do
And
this year.
our head coach is going to New Orleans now as assistant coach or defensive coordinator or something like that.
The Coles went to Tulsa, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
And I think everybody else. Yeah, it's unfortunate for whatever reason. I hope they do come back. But Clint, on that note, hold on one sec, Danny. I appreciate you, man. Let me hear it one time.
Let's go Giants.
I appreciate you, brother. Have a good one. I'll take that. What's up, Danny?
Yo, you didn't hear Adam Schefter just broke the news, bro.
What?
Daniel Jones gonna be a Frisco fighter.
I'm weak.
I had to. I'm sorry. I had to, bro. I had to. I'm sorry.
Yo, that's
I had to, bro.
Oh, no, you
Hey,
didn't.
hey, hey, Danny, maybe
Yo,
that's
wait,
why
wait.
the Frisco Fighters are going dormant for the season.
They're like, nah, not us.
Hold
Yo,
on,
hold on.
hold on.
Wait. Everybody, did you hear the dead silence? Like, everybody was quiet. Everybody was like, what? What's
Just
going
waiting
on?
for it. Just waiting for it.
bro. Because I thought he was actually
Stupid
talking
Danny.
about some news that
Yo,
You
I'm sorry. I
stupid.
had to, y'all. I
Well,
had
Schefter's the first one Schefter's the first one that brought up that he really believes that Daniel Jones will not be the starting quarterback next after this week.
Yep, he said
I
it
mean,
yesterday.
bro, it seems like that's the way that that's the direction that they're going.
I mean, the tell is, what everybody's been saying. For the first time this year, Daboll hasn't immediately said, yes, he's my starter
He
next
hasn't.
week.
He's non-committal. Yeah. Yep.
But at the
hold on a
same time, they do have a freaking bye week.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh wow.
I had to bring on Captain Jack.
Damn, it's been a while.
To all of the folks out there, I saw that my boy Sneaky G was on, and I said it's been too effing long. And I wanted to say hello to everybody out there. I say Big Blue Ant, good to see you as well, sir. If you don't know
my chop liver.
well, fuck you, okay? I was getting to you, okay? Okay? I'm trying to. I guess it's too late now. We can't swear, I guess, on this show. I try not to, but yeah.
You
to
can.
all the folks out, I can't, but I try not to. But it's remarks like that, Big Blue Ant, that gets me inspired. I was getting to you, okay? Whose show is this? It's that guy over there, okay? We are just people that come in and support his ass.
You're wrong.
In
I'm
a good way.
Bitch.
Okay, well, if you're Sneaky's bitch, I'd have nothing else to say about that.
All right,
No Diddy.
That's on you. And again, for everybody else, if I don't know you, I appreciate it. And welcome and thank you. And I am trying to make it count. And I do remember what the tagline is when leaving.
Okay.
And I will say it. I will say it.
Now, before you do,
before I do, go ahead.
Okay, go ahead and say what you got to say. But I also have an offer for you that I don't think
Yes, sir.
I don't think you did. Well, what does he say? I'm going to make you an offer you can't refuse.
No, if you're going to say, you got to say, I'll make you an offer you can't refuse.
And I'm gonna tell everybody, if you guys follow Captain Jack, not only follow Captain Jack, do you still give out your coins if they subscribe to you?
Coins?
You get what do you give when people subscribe to you?
When you enroll, when you are a member, I gave out like the certificates. After a year, you get a certificate, but I haven't done it. So, and to be honest, Sneaky, I'm probably remiss in that because I haven't been keeping up. I did have where I would do like what do you call it? Spinning wheel boards.
Oh,
and I've been remiss in that for prizes. But I will say this, okay? And I can actually move my camera. Okay. Oh, I hope I can. This box down here, if you see what I'm pointing at, is full of stuff. That box that's over behind me on the red, you see a little bit of the red? That's full of stuff. This box that's above the red is full of stuff. I got so much stuff. I won't call it shit because it's good stuff. I got so much stuff that I need to get rid of in a good way, but I need to have the time to do it. So for folks that come in and they give me like the $5, inputs for the show, I will put him in a like a raffle wheel. And yes, I will do it, and I do need to do it, but I've been busy with other things. I've been out of work for a while. I just finally got a job part-time where I'm working with the Army again.
Congrats.
So
Okay.
that's
Oh
cool.
God, not the Army.
Yeah, hey, let's put it this way, dude. When I'm retired Navy, and I'm like one of three people that are working with the Army at Fort Leavenworth, fucking Kansas. Okay, so you got a Raider fan. You got a Raider fan in friggin' Fort Leavenworth, Kansas, but all you see is red. Okay, so not only am I one of three Navy people in a command that's all Army, I gotta be, and I gotta drop the F-bomb. Sneaky, I gotta drop the F-bomb. I'm working in Fort fucking Leavenworth with a bunch of fucking Kansas City Chiefs fans.
Oh Lord,
as the Raider guy.
Fort Leavenworth,
So
first of all, is the prison for the military. So that's crazy. But
but no, but it nothing to do with the prison. No, it's working military exercises. It's working military exercises. Go ahead, sir.
I'm in North Dakota.
You and why not?
No.
Okay.
I wish I was.
You know what? It is official. I know one person from North Dakota.
Oh, I'm not from North Dakota.
Well, no, I'm sorry, in North Dakota.
But I am in North Dakota right now. Yes. I am at Cavalier Space Force Station that is 15 miles away from the Canadian border.
Oh, wow.
Jesus.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
okay. Casey, you're in the
I want
Space
to say
Force?
something real quick.
I am in the Space Force, yes.
I want to say something real quick.
I know two people now.
All right, what's up, Sully? What you got?
Hey, I know Veterans Day just passed, but I want to say thank you to all the servicemen that have served. Thank you for your sacrifice. Thank you for your service. And thank you for protecting the freedoms that we have here in the U.S. and to be able to come together and cry about our team.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Well, we're bringing the liquor.
So, Cam Jack, what I could have, I must have misheard you a couple years ago because I thought you gave out a coin for people that would subscribe to your channel.
Oh, I wish I, man. I tell you, that would put my ass in debt so much. You know how much those coins cost? They're
Yes, I do.
penny.
I do.
I tell you what. What the last, and this is what because we're talking about coins. I tell you, I got a bunch of props, man. I have hats and stuff. I have a coin from my last command at CENTCOM because I was giving them out to friends that were worthwhile, and I bought like about 10 of them, and I've given out like maybe one or two before I got fucking fired. And I'll admit that I got fired because I was the old dude that was making the most money as a contractor, and he weeded us motherfuckers out. And it's true. I'm going to say it. I am a 38-year intelligence professional. 38 years working intel, so it's not like I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And they weeded us out. And with the Army at Leavenworth, I'm working exercise support. I'm not even working intelligence. And do I care? No. You know why? Because it's a job.
Yep, exactly.
And my experience got me the job. But getting back to the coins, I don't have any Captain Jack coins because they would be expensive as shit. But I do have a few of these left. And Sneaky, just because it's you, make sure you get a way to get a hold of me, and I'll give you one of my last coins of the United States Central Command.
Hell yeah.
What is it? The Interagency Action Group, where we worked operations. Okay, I can't say what I will say. We were in the IAG, and we worked counter threat finance, and I'll just leave it at that.
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna better you right there, Captain Jack. We'll do a trade. We'll do an even trade.
Okay.
I will send you one of my make it count SneakyG coins.
Oh man, that's awesome.
For one of yours. Now let me tell you a little bit about this coin and what campaign I'm doing with this. For $25, I normally sell these for $25. Okay, that pays for the coin and the shipping. Okay, and as you know, I'm not making any money off of this, but what I am doing with the proceeds, Thanksgiving, the Saturday before Thanksgiving, which is coming up pretty soon, my goal is to pay for someone's groceries.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is my goal. So offline, I'm gonna send me your address, and I'll send you the coin, and then I'll just send me your address, and I'll send this to you whenever you send your coin. That'll work as well.
Hey, Sneaky, can I add to that, man?
Yeah, please do.
I just want to remind everyone who hasn't seen it. Sunday at 5 Eastern time.
Yes.
We're doing a big man live stream. Sneaky, I'm gonna help you, man. Get those coins sold as well.
Okay.
But Sneaky is gonna be a part of that live stream. I don't if you're familiar with Cop Pizzle, Big Dash, Jorge from Born for Sports, the Juke, myself. We're doing a big live stream, man. So if y'all are free, please, man, tune in. It should be a good one, and it's gonna be big, man. So if y'all got some time, make sure y'all tuned in.
And when's this? Sunday at what time?
This is Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Okay, if you can get that information to Sneaky, and I am not duly picking up my mobility scooter because that's about what I'm doing on Sunday. I put my mobility scooter up to the guy that does all my artwork for my vest. He is the greatest airbrush artist that I've ever encountered. So I was not bringing my mobility scooter out to Vegas until I had him do it because it had the wrong colors. It was like giant blue. And all those people that know me were going to give me fucking hell. But that they wouldn't call it giant blue. Oh, no. They'd call it fucking Bronco blue or Charger blue. But it was basically giant blue. And I can't go around in a scooter that's not reminiscent of anything that it should be. So I've had to, every time I've gone to Vegas, I've had to literally deal with my neuropathy like a bitch because it gets so bad that I can't walk after a while and I have to walk and then rest and walk and then rest. I'm picking up my scooter on Sunday. But if you can get that information to Sneaky, if I'm available, I'd be more than happy to pop in just to support whatever good cause is. And Sneaky, this, like I said, this one, and it's a nice friggin' coin. It's probably not as nice as yours, but it's
beggars can't be choosers. Cam Jack, it's coming from you. I'm all right. I know I can't get free coffee with it, so I'm okay with that.
yeah, that and about $5 would get you a coffee at Starbucks. You probably still need to kick in some more money.
So on that note, Captain Jack, I do got to let you go. Let me hear one time.
And I do it with such conviction. I do it with such enthusiasm. Let's go Giants! Or whatever the hell.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I'll talk to you soon, Captain Jack. We'll go away. Jalen, let me hear one time.
Let's go Giants. Ow!
I appreciate you, man. WTF, you still there?
Yeah.
Let me hear one time.
Hey, all I gotta say is, y'all know how it go. Sneaky and Danny, man. It's been a while, but tomorrow.
Do you have a mustache, bro? Oh no.
He had a little milk stain
Damn,
on.
bro.
Oh my god.
Damn. We getting old,
But
Sneaky, and we getting old over here, bro.
I feel
Bro
so
look like a
old
cop.
right now.
My guy look like he's 5'0".
I start varsity basketball tomorrow, so I just want to say what's up. But
Good luck with that, man.
Congrats.
Thank
Hey,
you.
congrats. Don't forget the shimmy. Don't forget the shimmy.
I got you. And let's go Giants. Ow.
Appreciate you, fam.
Later,
Hey, be
brother.
good. Okay.
Yeah.
So y'all saw that face, right? Y'all saw that face?
Oh my goodness, though.
Washington man, what's up, man?
What's up? How are you?
Look, he's a grown ass man now.
bro.
Yeah, that's him.
That's crazy.
Yo,
That's
yo,
wild.
that right there. Look,
Wow.
that means a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? Like he grew up literally in front of our eyes. Sully, let me hear one time. Let me hear what you got. Actually, let me hear it one time. It's getting late. Shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna make this real quick. I want to say thank you to the viewers who from Sneaky Show who have came over to my YouTube channel, subscribed and watched some videos. I'm currently in the process of editing some videos from last weekend, so I should have a new one up in a few days. So again, thank you. As far as the Giants go, I'm looking for better things. You know, unfortunately I'm already kind of looking for the draft and looking forward to next season, even though this one isn't over. But much love to all you guys, man. Be safe out there, as my brother would say. Love you guys. Bye. Don't die. At least not today. Let's go Giants. Ow!
All right, brother.
Appreciate you, fam. Be good. Casey, let me hear one time, man.
Oh, let me just say one thing real quick.
Go right ahead.
It wouldn't hurt so bad if we didn't know they could do better.
We're talented. We got a nice squad.
Yeah.
We just can't put it together for some reason.
Right. All right. Let's go Giants. Oh!
Appreciate you. Daryl.
Now, is Jalen and Casey related?
Huh?
Is Casey and Jalen related?
No, I don't think so.
They ain't got the same last name. Is all I was saying. But
I didn't even notice that.
Huh?
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah. I
He
was gonna
just
say
said
something.
yes. He said yes in the chat that they are.
Oh shit,
that's
they
what I
are
thought.
related.
That's his
That's
son.
what I thought.
That's his son.
That's Jalen's dad.
Casey's his dad.
No way.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. Oh, I didn't mean to cuss, but
Hold
damn.
on, wait.
Oh
He's
yeah,
still
father and
in
son.
backstage.
Yeah, father and son on the show. We didn't even know.
That's your
know
boy.
that.
No, I wanted to say something, Casey. I was like,
What?
I don't want to be disrespectful, but I kept looking at the last name. I'm like, yo, what the hell? And they didn't say
Hey,
nothing to each other.
They kept it
Is he
silent.
is he in of course is he in the house with you right now?
No, I'm in North Dakota. He's in New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Wow, that's awesome. Damn.
Shit. Now,
Yeah, that's
you should have said something.
Sneaky, that's a first, yo, ain't it?
That
Father and
is
son
a
on the show.
first. That is a show. That is a first on the show. You know, Jalen, he didn't want to say anything. He's like, I ain't say nothing. I don't know that man. Hey, but keep that money coming though. Keep that money coming. I don't know you, but I need some new shoes.
That boy is horrible on shoes.
Oh, right, as he should be as a team, because he ain't. You know why? Because Casey, he ain't paying for them. That's why. The moment I started buying my own shoes, man, I was clean. That's how come when people scuff them, we get mad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right? Am I right? All right. Anyway, since I brought you, Casey, let me hear one more time, fam.
Let's go Giants. Oh!
Hey, and you raising your son right. You raising him right. Giants. Hey, Dale, pick up on
You
that.
gonna be on tomorrow? Yeah,
Good
I do.
pickup.
I do feel
All
like
right, go
that.
ahead. Let me hear what you
Hey,
got, man.
I just want to say, hey, TP, you still there, man?
Yeah, bro, I'm right here.
If you would like to, are you gonna be on tomorrow?
Uh, I'm not even sure, man. I'm not even sure. We'll see.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to know if you wanted to talk about some of the things I hadn't said today, and if you did, I would join your show tomorrow. That's all. Uh, but like always, till next time, gentlemen. Let's go Giants. Ow!
Peace, peace.
Appreciate you, fam. Oh, TP, my Fridays are open now too. So let me know.
Okay, sounds good,
I
man.
mean,
Sounds good.
you've done nothing but show love to the show. I definitely have to reciprocate. I got to reciprocate.
No, man, I
Um,
appreciate it.
Danny, um,
Yes.
since you made that funny joke about Daniel Jones joining Frisco Fighters, my Frisco Fighters, uh, let me hear one time.
You know I had to sneak. I'm sorry. I had to throw that in there. I had
I
to
know. I was
sparkle.
about to, that was funny though. The way you're like, yo, breaking news: Adam Schefter. Click, click,
I made it
click, click,
convincing. I know.
click,
I
click.
like that, right? All right, boy. Hey, listen, it's been a rough
uh,
season. It is what it is. We gotta, this will make Giants fans, stronger. We gotta go through the bumps in the roads, you know what I'm saying? And this will definitely make me true, like if you're a true Giant fans or you're not. You know what I'm saying?
oh,
If you're
facts.
if you're fake or you're real, this gonna be the telling right here. These few games. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You just gotta go through the rest of the season. And yeah, let's go Giants. Ow.
All right, Danny.
I
Appreciate
got
you.
that fellas.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought up the show this Sunday. Um, 5 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock Dallas, Texas time. I gotta make an alarm, a little alarm for that. I'm really humbled that you asked me to join, and I can't thank you enough for thinking of me. Um, coming on such a powerful show. Um, with all the good, the great. I mean, Capizzle, really? What? Say less. I mean, yeah, man. Not to discredit anybody. I'm just saying, like, he's the one that started it all. So, um, yeah, it's gonna be a fun show. Um, and of course, look forward to whatever we got to talk about on Sunday. Um, and when you talk to your brother, tell him I said, I thank you for his service.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He actually was here in Michigan a couple weeks ago, man. So that was good. Definitely seeing him, and I definitely will relay the message. And again, man, thank you, man. Thank you. This platform is like no other, man. I tell you, these are just a good group of guys. I mean, I as we say, no Diddy, but I be having this dream like one day we could all just like tailgate or something and all get up, man.
Oh
That would
man,
be dope, man. That would be super dope.
Oh yeah.
But
yo, I say we should just plan for that now because I gotta have Ant. I got this belt in my office right now that everybody that follows me signs it. Okay, and I've been meaning to retire this thing for a minute, and I need Ant to sign it before I could do that. So I just say right now we should just shoot for the season opener
hey, that would
next
be
year.
dope. I'm
Next
with
year.
that.
I mean, let's put it on the calendar. Right? What do you? Yeah, okay. Hey, chat. Tanya, what say you? You can't be commenting when you come visit us on purpose. You gonna come, Tanya? Huh? You gonna swing? You gonna come through? Sully, you could swim. You could fish out there too, Sully. You can Daryl too. Oh, Sully said he's with that. Daryl, we should do that. We should bring everybody together. And I got the perfect hotel because the hotel that I stay at, there's a ride that takes us to. As a matter of fact, the dude will even pick you up from the airport. Hey, you just started a small little snowball, TP.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
You just started, and now it just started to roll now.
It's not a big deal for me because I'm only an hour away.
Oh man,
Yep.
yeah, that's perfect.
You just start. Hold on a sec. Tanya said, like hell, I can do. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Don't say. See now. Don't tell on me now, because Angel, my wife, she'll beat me. Hello, depends where at. I'm in NC. Okay. Oh, North Carolina. Okay. So need notice to take off. Oh yeah. This season opener, week 1. The first week after September.
We're going to be down in South Carolina next year for the Barefoot Country Music Festival.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So are we doing the season opener, like no matter where it's at, or are we doing the home opener?
Let's do the home opener. Yeah, home opener. Make it easy. So we'll be at MetLife.
I'm with it.
Yeah, and we'll talk about
the worst football field in the league.
But TP, I'll see you Sunday. Let me hear one time, fam.
Let's go Giants.
Ow! All right, TP, be good, bro.
You, man. Be good,
fellas.
Man, and I appreciate you, bro. And I saw your text too. You're like, what? I saw your text where it says, "Where's my invite?" And I'm like, and then right when I started, like, oh shit, because I was running behind, setting up, doing all my little things. But hey, I'm glad you came on.
I was laying in bed with my wife, and she goes, "Did Sneaky email you yet?" I'm like, "Nope." So that's when I shot you the text.
Yeah. Once you see, I don't know if you get my lives when I go on TikTok. When you see that happen, it's only a matter of time.
Yeah, right. Hey, for everybody that comes and watches my show occasionally, I'm not doing one tomorrow night. My wife's joining the 50 Club tomorrow, guys. So it's her birthday. We're gonna do something.
And that being said, I'm not doing a show Thursday. We will revisit all this on Tuesday. I'm just gonna call it like that. So, and let me hear one time, brother.
Before I go, no matter what I say, guys, I'm with all of you. I want this team to win. I'm not big on the tanking thing, but at the same time, it's time to make changes. And I don't think changing Dayball and Shane is the right thing to do right now. I'd give it another year or two, especially if we decide to draft a quarterback this coming year, if it's feasible for us. But I'm a Giants fan. I want this team to win. Like, you don't know how many times this year I was biting my lip because I wanted to say, I know it's not true, but I wanted to say, if we lose this game, I'm not watching for the rest of the year. I like the punishment. So with that, I appreciate you, Sneaky. I would call you my big brother, but you're always being an ass, making the old jokes.
And you're older than me.
Yeah, I know. But I love you, bro. No Diddy. And I'll see you next time, bro. Everybody out there, I love y'all too. Diddy. Let's go, Giants. Ow.
Appreciate you, man. Be good. Love you too, man. Before I go, I know I said I wasn't gonna say anything that had to be. I don't know. I'm gonna say it anyway. I stand with Strahan. I don't know, what he did wrong. I know what he did wrong. He didn't, the national anthem was being played and he didn't put his hand over his heart. I think we need to calm down with the cancel culture. We need to calm down with that. To say that Strahan was disrespecting the military is a farce, is almost blasphemous. His dad served in the Army. He would never disrespect the military. I I saw that he, I saw he made a comment on Instagram. I'm gonna watch it right after the show. But Michael Strahan is a modeled, a role model for the ages for anybody, and to attack the man, I think it's unjust and unfair. So, I'm gonna stand with Strahan. I don't even know if I say look. What people need to realize is for us to have rights to peacefully protest. If that's what he was doing, I don't know. But if he is protesting, let's not worry about what he's doing. Let's ask why. And I say that with anybody. Now, the difference between a protest and a riot is simple. Don't pick up a rock and throw it at a building. Okay? Because the moment that rock leaves your hand, hits and vandalizes the building, your stance, the fight that you're fighting is lost. If you have KKK marching down a street peacefully, and you can have anybody protest peacefully as well. Why? Because that is their right. And who gives you those rights? The men and women of our armed forces. So I don't know the full story. I know that there was some backlash, something going on with Strahan. And if I'm not mistaken, the only time you really have to put your hand over the heart is if you're saying the Pledge of Allegiance. Maybe I need to do some reading on what we need to do with the national anthem. I know you got to stand for it. And that's another thing too. If you don't agree with someone's method of a protest, don't look at that. Ask the question why. That's all I'm saying. Damn. Now our Giants got to win. That being said, I want to thank everybody that came on the show. Tanya, I can't thank you enough for always, being there, commenting. Ant, Daryl, TP, GW, Jalen's dad, Casey, Sully, EMAC, and yes, EMAC, I'm rooting for you to win that bet too. Today was a great show, going back and forth. And you know what? We may never agree on the same thing. We may have our disagreements, but the thing is, we're all family. We're all Giants family. And at the end of the day, like Ant said, we want our team to win. Yes, we do. But how are we going to get there? That is the argument. I appreciate everyone that has contributed to the Make It Count campaign. And I appreciate the future people that are anticipating or, that want to contribute but can't for whatever reason. But, man, my heart is full of love and joy for everyone. And how about we do it all again next Tuesday? And Nick's last game was Friday. God, time just flies by. Enjoy every day. Every day that you wake up, it's an opportunity. Make it count. Love y'all. And let's go Giants.
Is this thing on?
It's your boy Stefan, a.k.a. SneakyG.
Yeah. Lyrical assassin.
Let's go, Giants!